Now, it's University of West Alabama Tiger Athletics play-by-play on Sly 104.9 and Sly1049.com.
Good afternoon, Tiger fans, and welcome to the campus of the University of West Alabama. We're at Tiger Stadium. My name's Will Atkinson, and with me, as always, is Rob Pearson. We're going to bring the Tiger football action today as West Alabama will play host to Shorter University. They made the trip over from Rome as West Alabama gets ready to take the field this afternoon for Game 2 of the Gulf South Conference portion of the season. Rob, we had a tough week last week when number 8 West Georgia came into town. We took a 7-6 lead into the half, but ended up falling 22-7 on an afternoon where the defense they played pretty stout, but the offense just couldn't get anything going there in the second half.
Yeah, they did. Look, the defense certainly played winning football for 60 minutes, and really couldn't have been prouder of the defense. They gave up really one sort of big play that bounced off of one of our safeties into the arms of a receiver who was laying on the ground, and it ended up being like a 30, 40-yard gain, got him in the red zone, and they're able to score off of that. And again, you gotta hope to hold West Georgia 22 points. It's going to take 24 more points to beat West Georgia, the number 8 team in America, and the offense just could not get enough going on to mount a comeback in that game. And as I'm sure we'll talk about a little later, some adversity on the field did not contribute to the Tigers comeback.
Off at Brevard College, where they won 45-6, and then hosted Catawba with gaining a 34-21 win. Went to Albany State, lost 42-20, and then last week played Valdosta State, and for the most part of that game, Shorter was, in back and forth in the lead in that game, but ended up falling late, 34-30. And this is a much improved Shorter team from all indications, looking at their, statistics and seeing the schedule that they've played and whatnot. Last week, West Alabama, total offense, 361 yards against West Georgia. Quarterback, we saw both Tucker Melton and Jake Corcoran last week. Melton went 14 of 28 for 136 and a touchdown. He did have 2 interceptions. Corcoran came in limited time, went 6 of 13 for 38 yards. Not a whole lot of run game last week. You see West Alabama net 85 total yards on the ground, led by Webb. He had 10 carries for 74 yards. He had a big 39-yard run last week, did Webb, and Demetrius Battle got 12 carries for only 21 yards. We did see last week Darius Knowles, a guy that, he started off the season pretty hot, and then we didn't hear anything from him for like 2 games, it seemed like, and then all of a sudden he shows up last week and pulls in 8 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, had the touchdown, right? He was the only one that scored last week. We've talked a little bit about Tucker Melton, and he struggled a little bit last week. They got Jake Corcoran in late. But Corcoran didn't exactly just light it up. I believe we're going to go with Corcoran in this game. Jake Corcoran's going to be starting today. He was 6 for 13 last week, with just 38 yards passing. Had a long of 12. He got sacked twice. Both quarterbacks, though, struggled with lack of protection that we needed. There's 2 things there, Will. I just feel like the protection in the passing game, and it sort of goes without saying, has got to improve. And somehow we've got to get Demetrius Battle back going. We've both seen Demetrius Battle run more successfully than he's been able to run the last couple of games. Webb really kind of provided the spark last week, but this offense runs better when it's Demetrius Battle. And he's the one that, when it's 3rd and 2 and you give him the ball, you're going to have a first down. So far we haven't seen that, and hopefully today we can sort of kickstart our running game a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd love to see that as well. And you hit the nail on the head. When battle goes well, things are going well for the Tigers. And we've got a receiving core that they've really spread the ball around a lot. Knowles had 8 catches last week. Caleb Bass got 5 catches. John Hilbert had 3 catches for 39 yards. Somebody who didn't get into the mix last week was a little bit of a surprise. G. Pollard, I mean, he was in the game. He didn't get many targets. But again, you mentioned it. The quarterbacks just didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time to get comfortable in the pocket and complete those passes.
Yeah, it was hard to get the ball downfield. You know, when you're taking hits, when you do release the ball, you're taking hits. But then both quarterbacks were sacked twice, and you have 4 sacks in the game. It's just hard to recover from. And look, there were some things that went against us, and we know that. We talked last week about Shamar Lewis and getting one of the first plays of the second half, came up and made a hit on the wide receiver, and they called targeting on him. Well, as we said on the broadcast last week, Gulf South Conference, NCAA, whoever reviews these things, would review that and call it not a targeting. It's exactly what happened this week. Shamar Lewis is going to get to play from the first snap on. He should not have been kicked out. There's an apology issued, but that doesn't mean we can go back and replay the second half of last week. We lost him. It's a crazy rule that we have to follow. Once they call that rule, that's pretty much it. You know, over until somebody gets to review it after the play. But unfortunately for Shamar, that didn't happen last week, but it did happen over the course of the week, and so he's going to get to play. But that was such a big play, Will, in that it affected how the defense responded the rest of the way. Well, first of all, you're down your starting safety, who is a captain. And then, you know, when times sort of got tough, you needed that Shamar Lewis presence out there. We didn't have it.
Yeah, Lewis, I mean, you talk about a leader. He was tied for 3rd most tackles in the game, and he only played a half.
Yeah.
You know, he had 5 tackles in the first half. Michael Anderson led the way defensively. I mean, that's no real surprise. I mean, he's flying around every week. Lamar Gray had 6 tackles, and then you throw in the likes of Shadarin Archie, T.J. Newell, already mentioned Shamar Lewis, Trayvon Stanford, and Bishop Bro. All those guys had 5 tackles. I mean, the defense played well.
T.J. Newell had an interception that was overturned by a defensive holding call, and when you watch it on film, you know, I'm telling you, when you watch it on film, you can't tell when the flag was thrown. It looks like the play had already, T.J. Newell had already had a pick 6 across the goal line before the flag was thrown. But that's what happened. T.J. Newell, in fact, got called for defensive holding on the play, and the play was nullified, and West Georgia kept the ball and ended up scoring. So that's a 14-point swing potentially right there. And, it just, again, plays like that. So what the Tigers have to do is just focus on themselves, right? I mean,
absolutely.
There's only so much you can control. You can't go back and replay last week's West Georgia game. So here we are today. What can the Tigers improve on? Well, we can improve on our running game. We talked about that. Defensively and offensively, they both can clean things up from a perspective of penalties and, having composure penotties.
Right, just showing more discipline. I think that'll be huge.
I agree, and so today is another opportunity to sort of take the field and prove that you can play disciplined football in all phases of the game, both offense, defense, and special teams. And there's a lot of things that they can work on. We'll sort of start with the quarterback, work in with the running backs and the wide receivers and the offensive line. And, it's funny when things aren't going well, no one's
That's right.
looking good, really. Yeah. And offensively, things aren't going all that well. Defensively, they're looking really good.
Well, we've got a lot of special things going on today, Rob. They're going to be honoring the 2012 Gulf South Conference Championship football team that went undefeated in conference play, and also our Hall of Fame Day as the 3 new inductees, and each of these folks I can call a friend. Christy Wade is being recognized right now. Due up next will be Coach Craig Roden, and last but certainly not least, Miss Anna Schartzer, who I had the pleasure of coaching for 4 years during her softball time here. So really awesome set of events and things that are going to go on here for the Hall of Fame Day and the honoring of the 2012 West Alabama football championship team.
Will, how does it feel to know that your players are now starting to be honored as Hall of Fame players?
I have two players in the Hall of Fame here right now. Very proud of them, and it just makes me the fact that I'm not getting any younger at all. Not getting any lighter either, as we've already established with my trips to the cafeteria. But it's an awesome accomplishment for them, and it just speaks volumes to the type of not only players that they are, but the people that they are. So congratulations to all of those folks. We'll try to get you some more information on those inductees throughout the broadcast today. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from Coach Brett Gilliland on Slide 104.9.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
We're here with Coach Brett Gilliland, the head coach of the Tigers. And, Coach, for the third consecutive week, the Tigers are going to be at home in Tiger Stadium. How has it been playing in front of the home crowd after being on the road weeks 1 and 2?
Well, it's always, exciting to be able to be at home. I wish we'd played better the last 2 weeks at home, but it's always good. It's a good schedule. You don't have to, miss any class on Fridays. You don't have to travel. I mean, it makes it more comfortable. And then the crowd, it's always good to have a crowd behind you and a band and all that stuff that incorporated into our game day experience.
Well, Coach, last week we were able to get GSC play kicked off. We had to host West Georgia. They came in ranked number 8 in the country. Can you share some of your thoughts on the West Georgia game and, after week number 1 in the Gulf South Conference play, what do you think we have to look forward to?
Well, I think they're legitimately a top 8 team in the country. I think they're pretty stout in all phases, and I think they came in and they played really well. I think we played really well against them defensively and did some decent things in the kicking game, but obviously didn't do enough to win the game, which I thought 1 or 2 plays different, one or two calls different. It could have been a completely different outcome, but at the end of the day, we played a good team, and they ended up scoring more than we did. So that was disappointing, but I do think we, as a team, I think we were a lot more intense, energetic, and focused than the week prior. So I do think we saw some growth.
Yeah, you mentioned it, not to get too far in the weeds on it, but you mentioned a play or two here or there. A play that stands out to me, we had a pick 6. It was a big deal, and we run one back for a score, and it takes points off the board. I mean, how does that factor in, with the momentum that was picking up right there as that play transpired?
I don't know that you can measure it. We at that point in the game, we would have been 13-16 with a chance to make it 14-16 with a PAT with 8.5 minutes to go in the game. And a defense that's playing really, really well. We would have been kicking off to them and hoping we get some good field position to drive down and get a chance at a field goal or a touchdown to try and win it. So that's a huge point of the game. So obviously that's a tough one to handle. It's a tough one to swallow. It's an unbelievable play by T.J. Newell that he made. Not just the interception, which was a one-hand batting it to himself, but then the run afterwards. It was just an unbelievable play to get taken from that kid, and that was upsetting. It was disappointing, and we'll leave it at that.
I tell you, I know it's tough, and it was an exciting play, and I had the opportunity to go back and listen to it, the call on the radio, and it was among the most exciting things that I've seen happen this season, and it was really unfortunate that one was called back. But you talk about the defense, and this defensive unit, they're allowing just under 13 points a game, and are ranked in the top 20 nationally in multiple categories. You're talking about being number 7th in team tackles for a loss, 12th in scoring defense per game, and I could go on and on and on. What are some of your thoughts as you continue to see guys like Michael Anderson, T.J. Newell, Jamal Ellis, D. Mays lead this defense? What are they going to continue to be able to bring as they continue to elevate this defensive play?
I think, for the first time all year, last week at times, we felt like there was 11 physical men playing defense together. And, they played at a really high level for the majority of the game. There were some plays that obviously we'd like to have back. There were some fluke plays that happened, but there's also some things that we, could have done better, been in a better position to get them off the field a little sooner. And then a couple that led to a score. So, there was nothing's ever perfect, but I felt like that our defense, top to bottom, played really solid last week, and starting to see that growth on that side of the ball kind of come along. We had them on the field way too much, and that's hard to handle when you don't have a super lot of depth. But no, I was the growth of our defensive side of the ball has been. Each game has taken a step, and that's been fun to see. And dealing with some injuries on the other side of the ball and some different things that some within our control and some outside of it. But that's what we got to get it going, and that's what we'll look to do today.
We talk about defense. We talk about plays that could go one way or the other. There was a targeting call on Shamar Lewis. Can you confirm that he is going to be eligible to participate today? After being called for that targeting in the second half?
He will be. He, that goes through any second half targeting calls goes through the NCAA review committee, and they got back to us either Sunday night or Monday morning that was going to be overturned, and he wouldn't have to miss anymore. It's hard for that kid. He missed. That was the first drive of the third quarter. So he missed a full half, and obviously he's a leader on our defense and one of our best players on defense too. So as a team, it hurts, but but for that kid to have a half taken away from him is very unfortunate. It was one of the best defensive hits, legal hits that you'll see in football these days, and so that was tough, But end of the day, there's 22 players on the field and 7 other guys, and we're all trying to do our best.
Well, I am excited to get confirmation that he'll be back out there this weekend. We got Shorter coming in. They come in with a 2-2 record. They're 0-1 in the Gulf South Conference. And this is a team where the Tigers have held an unblemished record. We've met them 10 times, and we've come out victorious 10 times, dating all the way back to 2010. What can we expect in the matchup as we get ready to take on the Hawks from Shorter?
I'll tell you what they've done. They've gotten a lot better. And each year you've kind of seen it, that they just, piece by piece, Coach Morrison and his staff have really done a great job from where they got, they took over the program to where they are today. They had Valdosta on the ropes, and really had them beaten, and then had a chance to, again, at the very end of the game to beat them, So it was a really good game that, that they played, and, they won their first 2 games of the year. So they're a different football team. They're a GSC football team coming in here, and so we're expecting them to come in physical. They do a good job with schemes to try to get people out of position on both sides of the ball. So, we gotta be locked in, focused, have a high energy, high intensity, and we got to find a way to keep building growth throughout the season. And hopefully, that starts today, that we see the results of it.
Well, I'm excited to continue to see that growth, and we've seen the offense. They've been able to average 345 yards a game, 252 of those in the air between Tucker Melton and Jake Corcoran. We saw some guys last week, specifically Chris Binion at wide receiver, who got some significant snaps at wide receiver. And in the early part of the season, he had been almost primarily a special teams guy. So, what can we look forward to offensively as we take on Shorter?
Well, I'm proud of Chris. You brought him up. He's a guy that's done everything we've asked him to do in this program, given a great effort in special teams, and just kind of waited his time and has always answered the call when he's been given. And he had an unfortunate first game. Second half, he made a catch and then fumbled the ball, which we don't like that to happen, and it can happen, but it's going to. It's part of the game. And for him to come back and early on when he got in the game Saturday, he took a big hit on a post play and made the catch for a big first down. So I'm really proud of just his continued growth and efforts and guys like him. And offensively, we got to find a way to move the ball. We got to consistently stay on schedule. We got to keep drives going, and we got to score points. I mean, it's the same thing every week, but it's just we got to play 11-man football, and that's what's got to happen. It can't be one or two guys here on this play and then a different one or two guys on the next play, and that are messing up. And we got to be consistent. We got to all be on the same page, and we got to all do our job. And if we do that, good things will happen. But we, on that side of the ball, we failed to have 11 people doing that in a consistent manner, really for most of the year.
Well, with consistency being the key as we get ready to take on Shorter, any final thoughts about this, third consecutive home game and what it's going to take outside of the consistency and that energy level for the Tigers to get a win today?
I think we've had a good week. I think our guys have prepared well. It's beautiful weather. It's a fun atmosphere to play in. We just got to continue. We've seen growth each week, and I know it's hard to say that after being 0-2 in the last two games, but there's been some good things that have continued to develop within this team. We just got to get it all on the same page and put it into fruition and make it make the end result show it, and that's what I hope happens today, and that's what we're fighting for.
Well, Coach, I really appreciate your time, as always, being able to visit with us and get your thoughts as we get ready to kick this one off. Tiger fans, that's Coach Brett Gilliland of the Tigers. When we come back, we'll get ready to kick this one off here on Sly 104.9.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services, from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demopolis, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. The band just finished the national anthem, and the captains are making their way to the field. Had an opportunity during the playing of the interview with Coach Brett Gilliland to speak with one of our Hall of Fame inductees, Anna Schertzer. She played softball here from 2010 to 14, was a two-time GSC top 10 award winner. Several offensive records she set here at West Alabama, including 713 at-bats. She played in a total of 213 games, and an awesome individual to boot. And you know, it was great to see her. I haven't seen her in a couple of years, and she greeted me so warmly. I got down to the bottom of the steps, and all I got was, "How are you doing, old man?" So it's nice to know that some things don't change. Anna is an awesome individual, and I would have expected nothing less. But congratulations to Anna on her Hall of Fame induction.
It's pretty cool. I asked you off the air what it felt like to have some of your players in the Hall of Fame. You said this was your second, and yes, it made you feel old. So.
I tell you, it's awesome to see their, accomplishments during college recognized, but to get to watch the accomplishments that they have right now as adults with their growing families and that kind of thing, equally impressive.
Yep. About to have the coin toss here, and sort of getting back to. Shorter hosted Valdosta last week and took them down to the wire. Actually, Shorter had a chance to win that game. They had driven the ball in the red zone and lost by 4. It came up just short of scoring a touchdown to pull off the big upset over Valdosta. Valdosta ended up beating Shorter 34-30. So, look, Shorter's not going to back down today. They're 2-2, looking to get a winning record on this season. So are your Tigers. Both teams sort of mirror each other in that they won the first 2 games and now lost their last 2. So it's two teams that are sort of equally needing a victory. Look,
West Alabama wins the toss, and they've deferred.
Well, that worked out pretty well, now, didn't it? I can actually turn that down a little bit. So.
That was our referee, David White, giving the call of the coin toss there.
All right, so long as the wireless mic on the referee works, we're going to have him today. And Shorter will receive the ball to our right. West Alabama will be kicking from the north end zone toward the south, from our left to right. So getting just about set, looking around the Gulf South Conference. Well, you got this game. Delta State is hosting Valdosta. A lot of eyes are on that. Delta State is 4-0. After the season they had last year, they have retooled, it seems. They pulled off a huge upset last week in 2 overtimes, beating West Florida. So,
I tell you, Delta much improved, and that's somebody we've got to see twice this year at their place.
Well, here's one thing we know about us in particular. So far, we played better on the road than we have at home.
We can play on the road, that's for sure.
We might want to schedule all of our games on the road from now on. If it comes down to whether or not we win or lose, but hopefully today we can reverse that trend a little bit here against Shorter.
Shorter is going to be wearing their road whites. They got white jerseys trimmed in blue, gray pants. Looks like a slight bit of blue trim there. White helmets with the blue logo. West Alabama in the home reds. They got red jerseys, white numbers, white pants, and red headgear. As the team captains came out, you saw Michael Anderson, Shamar Lewis, Demetrius Battle, as well as Cordell Watts, today's captains for the Tigers. And, we're under a minute before we get this thing cranked up. And, you heard from Coach G, we're going to have to control the things that we can control and increase the intensity. And that's going to start right here within the next couple minutes, Rob. I'd love to see West Alabama come out strong as they play host to the Hawks. This is their third consecutive game here in Tiger Stadium before we go on the road next week to Valdosta.
Yep, and you gotta finish out your homestand with a win. You just can't go understated about how important this game is to sort of get back to 1-1 in conference play, and you've got the rest of the conference ahead of you, and a lot of good football left to be played. But it starts today, and it's going to start on defense. And that defense is led by Michael Anderson, who again had 10 tackles last week. That guy has just been unstoppable this year.
I mean, he's getting after it every single day, and he's definitely one of those guys to watch for, not only on our team but across the conference.
I had forgotten until a buddy of mine reminded me this week. Michael Anderson was an all-state running back for Washington County. He comes over here, plays middle linebacker. Folks, he's a star. I mean, he is something else.
No doubt. Gabe Dunkel gets ready to kick it away. He puts the left foot in it, end over end. It'll be fielded. No, it will not. That'll get through the back of the end zone. So Shorter will start on their own 25 as Dunkel puts the foot in, and it looked like it was going to be fielded there about 2 yards deep, but a little bit of breeze blowing left to right here. I guess wind coming out of the north just a little bit.
You see the cameraman on top of the field house to our right is struggling with his umbrella. In fact, he's given up on it, I think. So he's not going to have any sun protection. The wind, I think, has knocked it off. So you're right. There's a little bit of a left to right out of the north breeze.
In the backfield will be number 5, Jaden Dollar. Fakes the handoff to Dollar, rolls out to his right. That one's going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage as the quarterback, Aeneas Dennis, he rolled out to his right, wanted to throw, and that one got batted down.
Austin Cosby is the one that batted it down, and batted it pretty high. A couple of Tigers couldn't quite get to it, just landed at that one spot where nobody was, but that's a nice first down play by the defense to just be, for one thing, sort of set the tone, be in the quarterback's face when he turns around. That's what Austin Cosby did there.
Dennis in shotgun. He'll bring Dollar to his right. He's got a 3 wide receiver set. Hands to Dollar. Dollar to the near side. He'll cross the 25. He'll get out to the 27-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground.
Jamarvis Turner, defensive tackle. They ran back weak side that time, kind of came into the boundary, and Turner did a good job of getting off his block, making that tackle. So 3rd and long.
Well, I'm glad they gave us the number change before the game, because I would have been looking for Dollar as number 11, but he'll wear number 5. Yeah. Dollar, the lone back, to Dennis's left. 3rd down. Dennis wants to throw. He throws out to Dollar, and that one will fall incomplete. So it'll be a 3 and out for the Shorter Hawks of Rome, Georgia, as West Alabama's defense holds strong on their first opportunity to get out there this afternoon.
Jaden Dollar looked up. That's how he had, I don't know that he would have had a first down. He had a man blocking in front of him. He just looked up and took his eye off the football and dropped it. So the Tigers forcing a 3 and out on the first possession. Should have good field position here, especially with this breeze into the kicker. Punters having to punt into the wind here. Oh, we got
it. That one's blocked at the line as West Alabama special teams. That looks like number 29, Tredarian Walker, as he blocked the punt.
You have Walker or Caleb Bass? I think Caleb Bass may have been the one that got in on it. I know both of them had pressure on the punt. And I see Caleb Bass getting some congratulations, jumping on the ball. Probably should have gotten away from it, but jumping on the ball was Pickens from here in York. And the Tigers have better field position than I thought if they're on at the shorter 29-yard line.
Bardenwerper's punt blocked, and that puts West Alabama first down and 10 inside the Hawks territory. On first down, they'll give to Demetrius Batty, and he'll go to the right side. He'll pick up maybe a yard if we're lucky.
Well, that's what I mean. We talked about this at pregame. Somehow we've got to get Demetrius Battle going. And of course, one way to help him get going is to not let him get hit at the line of scrimmage.
4 wide receivers. Corcoran wants to throw. He's got a man in the end zone, and that one will be overthrown. It looked like he was trying to target Darius Knowles, but Knowles was in double coverage right there. So Corcoran, who gets the start, throws that one out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Knowles ended up in double coverage. Of course, Corcoran was looking at Knowles the entire time. So safety just floated on over there, and Corcoran just throws it out of bounds wisely. You know, the key, and we didn't do this last week in the first half, when you get the ball this deep, you've got to come away with points. So no mistakes there. That was good.
3rd down and 10, Corcoran in shotgun. He wants to throw, drops back. He's got a man open down the field, and then the pocket collapses on him, and that's going to be a sack. He's going to lose 6 yards on the play. So the Hawks defense, after West Alabama has a great special teams play, the offense for West Alabama not able to move the football. And that one loses 6 yards. It'll be 4th down and long.
From the 35-yard line. That was a coverage sack. I think Corcoran, if he could have thrown it away, he probably should have. But he checked 2 different players, and they were both covered. Actually, there were 3 receivers out in routes, and they were all 3 covered. So probably not the worst thing to happen, but it does knock the Tigers out of field goal range, and they're going to punt.
Sullivan will punt it. That one is going to be, it's going to hit at the 1, and then it's going to go into the end zone. But there is a flag at the 48-yard line, so that's right near the punter.
Either roughing or running into the punter. We'll hear from the referee here in just a second to see which one it's going to be. Could put us in field goal range if nothing else.
It was 4th and 16.
I believe it's going to be running into the punter, so they'll have to decide. I would assume we're going to actually be in field goal range here.
Right into the defense. Cards.
What he said was running into, so it's a 5-yard penalty, and now all of a sudden we are in field goal range for Gabe Dunkel.
Trey Sullivan will be in to hold. Gabe Dunkel from almost the dead middle of the field. He'll be attempting a 47-yarder with a slight breeze to his back. Dunkel gives him the nod. Snap's good. The hold's down. The kick is up. End over end. It's got enough leg. Did he get it? 3 points. Gabe Dunkel splits the uprights to put West Alabama on top, 3-0. 12:44 remaining in the first quarter. West Alabama on top here on Sly 104.9.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king-cut ribeye at Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back. 3-0 your score in favor of the Tigers as West Alabama was able to get on the board first thanks to the left foot of Gabe Dunkel. 47-yard field goal attempt was good, and I think it would have been good, like you said, Rob, from another 5 yards back. He had plenty of leg and a little breeze to his back.
Well, you make a note of that because the breeze, as long as you're going south, the wind is at your back. And so, he I guess what would have normally been out of field goal range really was in field goal range. And so I'm sure the coaches are making a note of that as well. I'm not sure he was making the same distance kicking back toward the north. So.
Either way you slice it, he made that one. So West Alabama's on top. They strike first. 12:44 remaining in the first quarter. West Alabama's already been able to get a blocked punt. Put 3 points on the board, and Gabe Dunkel, he'll kick it off from his own 35.
I note, Will, the Tigers have only scored first one time this year, and they're 1-0 when they score first.
I'll take it. I will take it.
If that means anything to you.
As Gabe Dunkel, he makes sure all the special teams units out there, he seems satisfied. He gets ready to kick it away from his own 35. End over end. That'll be fielded at the 1 yard line and muffed. He'll bring it out to the 5, the 10. He'll make a move at the 15. He'll keep his legs moving. They'll bring him down at about the 17-yard line. So after a mishandle right there at the goal line,
1 minute, 21 seconds.
Brian Bordeaux looked like the return man on that one. We'll get an opportunity to see the Shorter Hawks offense led by Aeneas Dennis, senior out of Austell, Georgia, 6'1", 170-pounder. He'll have a 3-wide receiver set with Dollar to his left. It'll be 1st and 10 from his own 18. Dennis throws near side. He's got his wide receiver out in the flat. He's wrestled to the ground. Great tackle right there by number 2, Kel Williams, as it was just a little screen pass here to the near side. And
T.J. Newell was right there as well. T.J. Newell had to fight off a blocker. He and Kel Williams combined. The Tigers are loading the box up really to stop that run. I think they're more concerned with the run than they are the pass for sure. So I think that Shorter thought they could outflank them on the outside, and, buddy, that was not the case. Nice defense.
Dennis in shotgun, 4-wide receiver set, throws to the far side. He's got the pass complete. The wide receiver will take it out to the 20, across the 25, and it'll be pushed out of bounds. That was going to be complete by catch by D.D. Anderson, the sophomore out of Oakland, Tennessee.
3rd down and 2.
8-yard gain on the play will bring up 3rd and 2.
Tigers are still nationally ranked in 3rd down, not letting offenses make 3rd downs. But you give up eight yards there, and it's all of a sudden 3rd and 2. It's a little harder to get them off the field.
He's going to hand off to his back in the backfield. He's got a hole straight up the middle, and he'll get the 1st down and then some, as that was once again Jaden Dollar. They've got him on my roster.
Carry by number 5, Dollar.
Listed as a wide receiver.
Shorter.
Because he's not even in their top 3 rushing coming into the game, but it's been all Dollar this afternoon, as they'll put a 4-wide receiver set here to the near side. 1st down and 10 from the Hawks 40. Dennis throws near side out to Dollar. Dollar gets it, makes a move at the line. He'll bring it across the 40. He's going to gain a yard, maybe a yard and a half there on 1st down.
West Alabama's sidelines was begging for a hold there by a wide receiver. They sort of had a diamond formation on the near side and had one wide receiver in line of scrimmage and 3 behind him and threw to the back guy. One of the wide receivers maybe been guilty of tugging out of jersey, but letting them play out there today.
Dennis will be in shotgun, and he'll have Justice Durant in it, running back to his left. 3 wide receivers to the top side on 2nd down. Dennis drops back, pressure, wants to throw across the middle. Looks like he was trying to go to Durant, but that one will fall incomplete. Good pressure right there by West Alabama.
Yeah, the receiver slipped down on the play, so now these are the third down situations you want to kick the other team in. Third down and 9. The Tigers are going to go with a 3-man line. A little bit more of a speed rush this time and maybe bring a blitz or two. Expecting pass.
Durant will be in the backfield with Dennis. Split wide receivers on the top side. One here to the numbers. Third down and 9. Dennis, the snap, drops back, wants to throw across the middle. The pass will be complete to number 18. That's going to be John Dickerson, but that'll be short of the line to gain.
Pass complete to number 18.
Yeah, it's good defense by Shamar Lewis there to stop him as soon as he caught the ball and stopped him 2 yards shy at the 48. So Shorter will have to punt. Tigers saw something on film with their last punt and was able to rush more guys than they could block and get the punt blocked the last time. They're not even trying to do a punt block this time.
Nick Pope in to do the punting. Back deep for West Alabama will be Nelson. Wobbly spiral, fielded at the 17 and then tripped up. No return, really, as that one just kind of hung up in the air what seemed like an eternity, and good job on special teams for Shorter as they were getting down in there in coverage.
Nelson did a good job. He may not have had much of a return, but he didn't let the ball hit the ground, and I like that from a punt returner, especially in that position with the ball inside the 20. That thing could have very easily been down inside the 10.
First and 10, West Alabama.
Knowles and Hilbert, the wide receivers here to the near side. You've got Chris Binion on the numbers. On the far side, Jake Corcoran in shotgun. He'll hand off to Demetrius Battle. It'll be a hard run. He'll gain 4 yards on the play as he gets it out across the 20-yard line. So 8 ball getting in there.
Tackle on the play by number 3.
Yeah, that's a good pickup on first down, Will. He picked up 4 yards, almost 5, and that's kind of what you hope to. You stay ahead of the chains doing that.
Second down and 6, West Alabama from their own 17. Corcoran hands off to Battle. Battle makes a move at the line of scrimmage, and Battle's going to bring it out past the line to gain. He'll gain 6 on the play for a nice West Alabama first time.
It's one of Battle's best runs in the last couple of games, Will. At the line of scrimmage, you had to sidestep a guy, rather. And once he did, he got in the open field and picked up the first down. Nice run.
First and 10 from the 21. It'll be Battle again. He'll want to take it up the middle, then he bounces it out to the left side. He'll be tripped up after a 1-yard gain. So at the 8:40 mark, West Alabama leads at 3-0. Jake Corcoran is leading the offense this afternoon. Demetrius Battle with his 3rd carry of the afternoon.
4th. They just updated it. He's got 12 yards on 4 carries. I hope his average improves.
3 wide receiver set. Corcoran wants to throw. He's got Knowles here to the near side. He's got Hilbert as well. And that one's going to be thrown over the head of John Hilbert, who was being covered step by step by Justice Izakonkwo. I was hoping not to have to say that one today.
Yep, there you are.
There it is.
Well, Corcoran made a good decision there, and I still think Corcoran may be fighting nerves. You know, this is his 2nd series to start play here. He made a good decision there just to pass a little overthrown.
Corcoran to Hilbert, and Hilbert will be tackled for no gain. That'll bring up 4th down. So these 2 defensive units, the Tigers and the Hawks, kind of flexing a little bit as West Alabama's special teams will have to come out once again. Trey Sullivan will be in to punt. Sullivan on the year, if I find my notes, averaging just about 35 yards per.
Yeah, he's right at 37. That's along with 53. He could hit that here today.
With the wind, here it goes. End over end. Caught at the 35. Flags come in. Or was that his gloves there that
that's a 36-yard punt. 35 or 36-yard punt there. He just never could get it to spiral, Will, and did not take advantage of the wind there. Of course, Tigers special team still playing well, making the tackle right as he caught the ball.
Dennis will bring his offense back out. They'll take over 1st and 10. From their own 35, West Alabama on top 3-0. 3 wide receivers. Dennis wants to keep it, and he's going to come here to the near side. Good pressure by West Alabama, but he gets away from a would-be tackler, takes it out to about the 36-yard line. We'll see where they spot him.
Number 6, Dennis.
Dennis has got about 150 yards rushing on the season, so you know he's a running quarterback, and you just saw why there. They made no bones about it. It was basically a power quarterback run to the left. The Tigers are able to get behind the line of scrimmage and disrupt the play, force a no gain.
1 wide receiver here to the short side of the field, 2 to the top side. Dennis wants to throw. He's got a man coming out of the backfield. Good pressure by West Alabama, but he's going to get rid of it, and he's going to throw it. It'll be complete. He'll take it across the 50, and then bang! Nice hit by Shamar Lewis as the receiver, John Dickerson, gets the first down, but Shamar Lewis just flat out put a great hit on him right here at the Tiger sideline.
South Marengo County hello from Sweetwater. Yeah, that was a busted play. I say busted play. That was a good athletic play by both the running back and the quarterback to sort of make something out of nothing. Quarterback scrambling, running back just kind of breaks out. And sort of a scramble play, and sometimes you give up those even when you're playing good defense.
Dennis in shotgun, fakes the handoff, pressure by West Alabama. He's going to throw this one away downfield in the backfield for West Alabama. No surprise, Michael Anderson gets there and puts pressure on him in a hurry.
Anderson.
Yeah, Jamal Ellis was too. We've got an official timeout. The chain is malfunctioned on the far sideline. I don't know if maybe we're trying to slide a few extra links in that chain, make it a little harder to make a first down, but they're going to call a TV timeout here.
We'll take it with them here on Slide 104.9.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. 3-0 your score in favor of the good guys as West Alabama, the defense gets ready to go to work once again as Shorter has the football on the Tiger 45. It looks like they've got the issue with the chains sorted out, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks on the West Alabama 45. Dennis puts a man in motion, comes to the near side. Hands off, pressure in the backfield, but he's going to get away from a tackler, get around the right end. He'll stumble at the 40, and he'll make it all the way down to the West Alabama 37-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
It's another one of those cases. Devontae Bryant is trailing the play and is almost making the play in the backfield, but running back is able to get away and make 8 yards, bring up 3rd down 2.
Dennis in shotgun with Brown to his right. He'll hand that one off to Brown. Brown makes a move at the line.
Oh, he's short.
And it looks like you're right, Rob, is that he would come up about half the length of the football. No. It's going to be almost a full yard short. So 4th down and 1.
They've got, I don't mean just technically, they've got him listed on the roster as 5'0". I don't know that that's accurate. I don't know if he's that short. But he's certainly short of the chain, and this is a big play. A 4th and 1 early in this game from the 36.
They're 4 of 9 on the year, 4th down. Hand off to Brown. He hits the hole and he gets a decent push. He's going to get the line to gain. It'll be a 1st down for the Hawks as West Alabama met him at the line, but a nice surge there if you're a Hawks fan to move the chains, and that'll bring it all the way down to the West Alabama 34-yard line.
Well, that was a man-on-man there, and they were able to pick up the 2 yards in the 1st down and keep the offensive drive alive, but the Tigers need to hold them out here. Gosh, anything field goal or less would be great. But, again, this drive really was set up by a scramble play. So it's not like the drive Shorter's having any success on offense just yet.
Dennis wants to throw. He wants to go downfield. He's got a man covered.
Oh, my.
And that one's going to be caught. Did he stay in bounds? And they're going to call it a touchdown for Shorter. In coverage for West Alabama was D. Mays. And a well-thrown ball and an even better catch as Shorter makes a 34-yard hookup for their first score of the afternoon.
I thought D. Mays had as good a coverage as you can have on that play. I just think the quarterback made a perfect throw, and the receiver caught it. When you're one-on-one, there ain't so much you can do. D. Mays did just about everything he could do to prevent that completion.
Touchdown. Dennis hooks up with Amari Morrow, 34-yard strike, and I'm with you. Mays was on the money right there as Bardenwerper. He'll put that one through to tack on the point after. 7-3 your score. West Alabama trailing here with 4:23 on Sly, 104.9.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
7-3 your score as West Alabama trails here with 4:23 remaining in the first quarter. Shorter covered 65 yards on 7 plays, took just over 3 minutes as Dennis was able to find the end zone on a well-defended play by D. Mays. And, we talked about it on air. We talked about it in that short break. I mean, I don't know what you can do if you're D. Mays other than exactly what he did. It was a well-thrown ball and a great catch.
These days, it's been like this for a little while. Defensive backs have to have short memories because you know the next play you're going to make. It's gone final in Oxford. Ole Miss defeated Kentucky 22-19 in the top 15 matchup.
Shorter kicks it off, end over end. Nelson, he's going to field it at the 4. He's going to bring it out across the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got some room across the 30, the 35, the 40, 45, the 50. He's across midfield. He's at the 40, the 30. He's got a little room on the 20, the 10, at the 5. A great return by Darius Nelson as he fields it and he takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line for West Alabama. The Tiger fans like it and the sidelines like it. A great return and a great special team effort by Darius Nelson.
The sophomore out of Huffman High School special teams have been a big part of this game for West Alabama today. And, buddy, when you can return a kick 85 yards to get inside the 10, that definitely is a good way to answer an opponent's touchdown.
Fantastic
return. Good way to help your offense out,
Fantastic return, and you are right about that. A three-wide receiver set, handoff to Battle. Battle dances at the line. He'll pick up a yard on the play.
Demetrius Battle on the carry.
And look, West Alabama only has one first down on the day so far. The offense is struggling, to say the least. So it takes extra things happening, extra big spark plug plays by the special teams. We've gotten a block punt, and now we've had a long kickoff return, so we've got to cash in here.
Darius Knowles here to the near side. Hand off to Battle. Battle's going to make his way across the 5. He's still keeping those legs moving as he gets it down inside the 5. Great hard run right there by Battle.
It was. He picked up 3 extra yards, after contact. So, I mean, just good effort.
3rd and goal from the 2.
3rd and goal from the 2. Hand off to Battle. Battle up the middle. The ball's out on the turf. Was he down? No, they're going to call him a touchdown. West Alabama touchdown. I thought the ball came out before it crossed the plane, but the far judge calls it a touchdown, so Battle takes it in for a Tiger score. So they've answered with 3:06 remaining. West Alabama on top, 9-7. Point after forthcoming as Gabe Dunkel will come in.
It was close, but we needed a break.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Sullivan in to hold for West Alabama. Good snap. The hold. Flag on the play. That one goes through.
That flag is interesting. This may be roughing the snapper. First of all, the snap count was a little low and picked up off the ground beautifully by the holder. But the holder is tight end Owen Harper, I believe.
Trey Sullivan in to hold.
All right, so they called some kind of illegal procedure. Maybe they lined up over the snapper. I'm not really sure.
West Alabama 10. Sure.
But great answer. Great answer by both the special teams and the offense to get that sucker punched in.
3 plays, 8 yards. It took 1 minute and 3. West Alabama on top, 10-7. We'll take a quick break when we come back on Sly 104.9.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
10-7 your score. West Alabama on top after a great return. Demetrius Battle was able to take it in from a couple of yards out for West Alabama's first touchdown of the afternoon. 3:06 remaining here in the first quarter. A beautiful afternoon in Livingston. Nice little crowd here for the Hall of Fame Day and the recognition of the 2012 Conference Championship football team.
Those of you that have Dish Network, you might as well come on out and watch the game. You don't have ESPN or SEC Network on your TV, so this is the place to be today anyway. That
one will be fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it out to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, and he'll be upended at the 30. Nice return by Shorter as they'll take it over first down and 10 from about their own 31-yard line.
There's only really one sort of gray lining to the good special teams, from the block punt to the long kickoff return. That defense really hasn't had much time to sort of make adjustments on the sidelines and do what they needed to do. Already, Shorter owns time possession by about 3 minutes in this game.
First and 10, handoff to Dollar. He wants to come to near side, but the West Alabama defense, led by number 4, Michael Anderson, and number 40, Trevante Carter, in on the stop right there. Is those two guys. I mean, we talk about them all the time, but there's a reason, and they're in there getting the work done as they stop Shorter for no gain.
The Tigers defense does a good job of getting in the backfield. Sometimes you rush so hard upfield that the guy gets by you. Well, that didn't happen that time. We ran right into him. That was Trevante Carter doing a good job of wrapping him up even while being blocked.
Second and 10, hand off to Dollar. Dollar wants to go to the far side, and once again, West Alabama says no thank you. We'll shut it down for no gain. In on the tackle is going to be Trayvon Stanford, and company as new legs will come in for West Alabama. It'll be Shajar and Archie checking in, as well as Isaac Williams.
Sort of a speed defense. They're expecting pass, so they put in a couple of guys that really rush the passer hard. Trayvon Stanford, to me, has been a guy that's sort of disappeared the last couple of games. And it's good to see him come up and make a nice tackle there on that play.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Hawks from their own 31. 10-7 your score. West Alabama on top. Dennis in the quarterback position. He's got a 5 wide receiver set with Dollar to his left. Snap, he wants to throw, rush by West Alabama, and they're going to get to him. West Alabama's Lamar Gray is going to lead the way, and that's a huge sack on 3rd down for West Alabama.
Lamar Gray came in on a safety blitz from the wide side of the field with the ball on the right hash mark. It came from the wide side, and they just lost him, quite frankly, and he got in a hurry. That's a big sack by this West Alabama defense, and another 3 and out.
Great job right there by the West Alabama defense. The return team for West Alabama back deep. For the Tigers will be Darius Nelson. He'll stand at his own 34-yard line. High spiral. Nelson fields it at the 36. He's going to try to return it. He makes a move at the 36, reverses field. He'll get across the 40. As West Alabama will start this one with some pretty good field position. It'll be 1st and 10.
About a 6 or 7 yard return, and that's not bad. Now, defense, again, I sort of mentioned time of possession earlier. That's one way to help is to get some 3 and outs and sit your fanny back down here on the bench and cool off, get a little water, and sort of regroup. Now the offense needs to start clicking off some 1st downs and keep the defense over here.
Jake Corcoran in. Bry Webb to his left. Corcoran hands off to Webb. Webb's going to come near side across the 45, the 50. He's in Hawks territory. He'll be wrestled to ground. And the Hawks 37-yard line. It'll be a nice 1st down run by Bry Webb on his first carry of the afternoon.
That's a good start. He's just using Bry Webb's speed to get outside of Shorter and picked up a big gain.
Going to hand off to Webb again on 1st and 10. He might pick up a yard, but not a whole lot of room right there as West Alabama's inside Hawks territory. He brings it out to the Hawks 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Corcoran will be in the gun. Webb behind him. Corcoran wants to throw. He's got his eye on Knowles to the near side. Defended well by number 2, Cedric Lynch II. As Corcoran had his eye on Knowles the entire time, and Lynch was able to get in there and bat it down. And as you heard the official, that'll do it for the end of the 1st quarter. West Alabama on top, 10-7 here on Sly 104.9.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Namapos, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. 1 quarter in the books. West Alabama on top, 10-7. As our man Brian Courts brings us some first quarter stats, Rob. What do we got here on the stat page?
Well, I was looking for first downs, and because I know that heavily favors Shorter. I think the Tigers had 2 first downs. Shorter has 4. The Tigers offensively, that last play, they got a first down on this drive with the long Webb run, but that last play was just a 10-yard hook route, right? It's just a pretty basic timing route. The problem is Jake Corcoran just held on to it a little long and didn't throw it until after Darius Knowles had already broken off on the hook. And so by that time, it's too late to throw the ball, really. So, that happens when you got a quarterback making his first start. And either, maybe there's a lack of trust or a lack of timing, and things are moving a little quick. But hopefully this game will slow down a little bit for Jake Corcoran. He can have some successful throws.
Well, Corcoran's ready to go to work here in the second quarter. He's got his offense 3rd down and 9 from the Hawks 36. It'll be Webb in the backfield. Chris Binion here, the lone wide receiver to the near side. Hilbert and Knowles to the far side. Corcoran wants to throw. That one's going to be batted at the line, but Knowles is going to get it. He's going to cross the 30, the 20, the 15, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 11. It looked like it was tipped at the line, but Knowles makes an athletic play and scoops it up and gets a West Alabama first down.
Yeah, absolutely. The Tigers got a nice break there. The ball tipped at the line, but it was a good throw, a good setup, and a good call by Don Bailey to hit Darius Knowles over the middle. Throw to give your quarterback some confidence.
And off to Webb up the middle. He'll gain 2 on the play on first down. 14:30 remaining in the half. West Alabama on top 10-7.
That's the kind of throws you got to do. You got to help your quarterback sometimes. If you can tell that maybe the timing routes aren't working for him and getting the ball downfield isn't working, you got to find some other throws that he can make and that will instill confidence in him going forward.
5 wide receiver set. Brown and Bailey here to the near side. Corcoran in the gun. He's going to throw across the middle to Dalton Bailey, in and out of the hands. He threw it behind him a little bit, Rob, and just couldn't reel it in.
It's a short pass, not a lot of margin for error there, but Bailey's still got to catch that ball. He knows it. The freshman would like to have that one back. So, and a pass that sort of made it a little easier for Corcoran there, just right over the middle.
4 wide receivers, Webb in the backfield. 3rd down for West Alabama. Corcoran wants to throw. He's got some time. He's looking to go in the back of the end zone. He wanted to hook up with Caleb Bass. And that one will be tipped and then fall incomplete.
Well, teams would know. They've watched West Alabama enough on film to know the Tigers like to go to the tight end there. And so they had 2 guys on Caleb Bass. And, we didn't make any bones about it. Our intention was to go to Bass. It's the safety was there and the corner was there. And one other linebacker was trailing the play. So, yeah, he was in traffic and wasn't able to hook up.
Dunkel from the left hash. A good snap. The hold's down. The kick is up. And that one will get through there. Dunkel cashes in. 13-7 your score with 13:50 remaining in the first half. West Alabama on top here on Sly 104.9.
That King Cut ribeye at Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
The Tigers covered 48 yards on 8 plays. It took them a minute 51, and they were able to cash in on the field goal by Gabe Dunkel to put them on top 13-7 here, as Gabe Dunkel gets ready to kick it off. He'll be kicking from his own 35, kicking toward the north end zone, end-over-end kick. It'll be fielded at the 6. Return man brings it out to the 10, the 15. He's hit hard at the 18. It'll be a gang tackle led by number 11. That's going to be Demario Nichols on special teams. A good stop by the West Alabama special teams unit.
Yeah, one of these days we need to ask the coach, what are you coaching as far as decision points, whether or not a receiver will try to bring it out or not? Because if you fair catch it there, he gets the ball on 25. The West Alabama coverage unit has been very good today, and they're able to stop him on the 19. To me, that's a 6-yard loss.
Dennis will bring his offense to the line. It'll be 1st and 10 from his own 19. He's going to deploy 5 wide receivers, nobody in the backfield. As Dennis is going to throw on 1st down, he wants to go here to the near side. Intended receiver was Morrow, broken up by number 6, Shamar Lewis, and Shamar Lewis continuing to be a defensive leader on this ball club.
And that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage, so it worked out pretty well for the defense. If they can keep them sort of pinned in here to start the second quarter. The pass rush has started to get to this quarterback a little bit.
2nd down and 10 for the Hawks from their own 19. Dennis in the gun. He'll hand it off. He makes a move at the line. He'll bring it across the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. He's got some room on the sideline. He's across the 50, the 40, and upended big time at about the 35-yard line. But a big run and a 1st down. But Shamar Lewis knocks him out of bounds. Not before the big game for the Hawks and get inside Tiger territory.
If you make Shamar Lewis run that far, he's going to hit you for it. And he did. But it was a big run and had good blocking on that side. They went weak side, and we just didn't have anybody there.
1st and 10 from the West Alabama 37. Dennis drops back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll keep it himself. He takes it across the 45. The 35, and he runs out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Dennis.
So Dennis picks up 5 on 1st down.
You know he can run, so you got to do a little bit more of a mush rush. You can't just sell out, come up field. You want to move him off his mark. You got to keep it in front of him.
2nd and 5. They want to run it.
That's a nice play.
And number 54 for West Alabama, that's going to be Stephen White, the junior out of Lincoln, Alabama, makes a great tackle for no gain.
Yeah, Stephen White did a great job. Sort of trailed the play and brought him down before he was able to make a yard. So I think, I don't know what sort of field goal kicking situation it is. They probably are in field goal range. This is a big play for this Tiger defense.
3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Empty backfield. Dennis will have 3 wide receivers. He's got a split stack on the top side. Dennis looks to throw. Wants to go across the middle. Intended receiver is going to be number 87, John Deedle II. And that one was thrown low. It'll be incomplete.
Now the offense is staying out there so far. They've got 30 seconds left on the play clock, and there seems to be no indication of doing anything other than going for it here. With the wind, it would have been a 48-yarder. So I guess they don't think the field goal kicker's got 48 yards of leg in him. So they're going for it here.
Kel Williams is going to check in for West Alabama.
Get a play in, Will. You got to keep an eye on that play clock.
It's down to 5 as Dennis has a 3 wide receiver set. He steps back to throw. He's got a little bit of time. He wants to go to the far side. Covered step by step. Intended receiver Trey Thomas, and T.J. Newell was right there with him. And West Alabama will take over on downs as the defense holds once again. And Rob, I can tell you, I'm a little shocked that they go for it right there, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know. It just shows a lack of confidence in the field goal kicker, I guess. When you got to think that every 3 points is going to matter in this game, I believe. The way both offenses are going, so they sacrificed 3 points there, went for it, and the Tigers defense was good enough.
Antonio Brown will check in for West Alabama. He'll be in the backfield with Corcoran. 4 wide receivers as Corcoran looks to throw. He's going to make that pass complete to number 16, Owen Harper. He'll gain about 4 yards on the play.
Kind of going back to the short passes will give Corcoran a little bit more confidence as time goes on. And it'll ease him into more intermediate and deep routes.
Dalton Bailey here to the near side. It'll be handed off to Brown. Brown with nowhere to go, and he gets bounced out here near side. And he ran about 25 yards, but picks up 2 on the play as he was just stretching it out here to the near side. He never could make the quarter. But West Alabama's offense looking at a 3rd down at about 4. They work from their own 37-yard line and lead 13-7. Corcoran, 4 wide receivers. Brown in the backfield. Wants to throw. Intended receiver John Hilbert. And in coverage for the Hawks, Jose Alexander. And that one falls incomplete. And West Alabama's punting unit will be called on as Trey Sullivan comes out. Sullivan on the year, averaging 37. The first punt of the afternoon was, I think we figured it at right about 36 yards.
Yep.
Sullivan, high spiral, fair catch called for at the 24.
That was a nice punt.
He got into that one. That's the one that I was expecting going the other direction, but he put a foot in that one. A nice
about
job.
38, but it was against the wind, and it turned over on him, and it was high enough to allow for good coverage, and that's kind of what you want right there.
Dennis on the afternoon, the quarterback for the Hawks, 6 of 13 for 70 yards and a touchdown. Jake Corcoran, 3 of 9. Dennis will bring him back. Devin Brown will be the running back to his left. 3 wide receivers set for the Hawks. He puts a man in motion. Hand off to Brown. Brown is literally upended. All I saw was the bottom of his shoes there for a second.
Trayvon Stanford got there with bad intentions. Flipped him over at the line of scrimmage. Only 1 yard there, but it's a good job by Stanford.
2nd down and 9 from the Hawks. 25-yard line. So West Alabama with 10:35 remaining in the half. They lead at 13-7. Back in the backfield this time will be Justice Durant. He'll be to Dennis's right. Dennis wants to throw. He's getting pressured by West Alabama, and they're going to get to him. Good job right there by the defensive front for West Alabama, as they'll get to Dennis for no gain.
Michael Sharpley.
Tackled by Michael Sharpley.
Really, Shorter passing game has been less than stellar. They had really one good pass. It was a touchdown pass. But other than that, it's been interesting, to say the least. Same with the Tigers. I mean, both teams have sort of made more yards on the ground than through the air. And now they are it's not a delay of game. Flags in. There's still time on the play clock. Did they have too many men in formation? They did. Illegal substitution against Shorter. Goody.
I'll take it.
Yep. Sort of takes them out of being able to run for it.
2nd penalty of the game for Shorter. That one will make it 3rd down and 15 from the 19-yard line. 9:35 remaining. West Alabama's defensive unit has been strong. You'd love to see them get a stop here on 3rd down. Dennis with 4 wide receivers. Hands off up the middle. That'll be Durant. Durant will take it across the 25, and he's going to be wrestled, I would say, to the ground, but they stop his forward progress at about the 27-yard line.
You may think I'm crazy, but I think that's a good call by the Shorter coach, because based on the way the Tigers have been pursuing the quarterback and the defensive backs, the way they're playing, more bad things could have happened if they try to throw the ball. So they run a draw and picked up, nearly 9 yards on the play, which gives the punter a little more room. And with this win, they can flip the field with a punt in a hurry.
Nick Pope back to punt. Return man for West Alabama will be Darius Nelson. Nelson stands at his own 30, a wobbly spiral. Nelson runs under it, catches it at the 35, avoids a tackle, has to reverse. No real return as the shorter special teams unit gets down there. But Nelson doesn't let it hit the turf, and West Alabama will take over. First down and 10 from their own 35. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. We'll take it with them. 8:28 remaining, 13-7 your score here on Sly 104.9.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
8:28 remaining in the half, 13-7 your score with West Alabama on top. Jake Corcoran, first down and 10 from his own 35. He's got a 3-wide receiver set. He wants to throw, rolls to his right. He's getting pressure. He's going to throw that one away. A lot of pressure right there by the Hawks. Trying to catch that number. It looks like maybe number 25, Brian Rice.
Pressure by number 25, Rice.
Confirmed by our man Jason Gardner, who I heard may have gotten a little ridicule from his mom last week for mispronouncing the young man's name, Custis.
Yeah, it happens. Just know that the golden tones of Jason Gardner, folks appreciate it. Here,
Jason is the man. There is no doubt. He and I have been friends for about 16 years, and there's nobody better. Corcoran wants to throw. He's going to get to Knowles out here to the near side. Knowles catches it with one hand. He'll take it across the 35, and it'll be forced out at the 36-yard line. So like a 1-yard gain as Knowles came out of the backfield. Tips it to himself, a one-hand grab.
I've about gotten to the point where the Tigers need to just quit trying to pass. And not that they're stacking up yards on the ground at all, but definitely not getting done through the air. Here we go.
4 wide receivers. Corcoran is going to hit Caleb Bass across the middle. It'll be a West Alabama first down as Bass takes it out to the 46-yard line. So West Alabama getting a first down there via the pass.
That's why I don't coach. So now the Tigers have 41 yards passing and 39 yards rushing. So now feeling a little better.
Fakes the handoff. He gets to Knowles on the far side. Knowles will take it across midfield, and he'll be pushed out at the 48-yard line. So a gain of about 5 on the play.
maybe they're trying to really, let's just go ahead and commit to getting Corcoran comfortable and in a rhythm. But now, all of a sudden, he's completed a couple passes here and maybe finding a rhythm. And sometimes that's kind of what it takes. Basketball players need to shoot, right? And that's kind of what Corcoran's doing. He's shooting.
2nd and 5 from the Hawks' 48-yard line. Corcoran hands off to Brown. Brown far side. He's trying to find some running room and good pursuit as that one gets stretched out to the numbers. No real gain on the play right there as Antonio Brown gets his 2nd carry of the afternoon.
Well, another big third down and 5, and probably Corcoran back into this.
West Alabama 3 of 7 on 3rd down. Corcoran 3 wide receiver set. Brown in the backfield. Corcoran wants to throw. He's looking for Chris Binion here to the near side. Chris Binion's being covered one-on-one. And I tell you what, the Tiger fans wanted a pass interference. But he was locked in on Chris Binion, and he was in coverage.
Binion's really kind of got to fight for that ball a little harder and sell the pass interference, right? There was some contact there, and Brett Gilliland is arguing that there was contact. But, Binion really kind of forces the official to make a call there. Maybe you get it, By the way, good job of picking up the blitz by Antonio Brown, the 3rd-string running back.
Low snap. Sullivan's going to have trouble with this one, and all he can do is cover it up as that one skipped off the turf. Sullivan did a good job to make up for a very, very inefficient snap, we will say.
Yeah.
And West Alabama, I think, fortunate right there that Trey Sullivan was able to get on it, but Shorter's going to take over 1st and 10, and they'll be working from the West Alabama 38-yard line.
Yeah, he took a little lick, too. There's 2 guys right there on him, and I'm not happy about that. I wouldn't have been either. There's really nothing, as you said, nothing he could do but fall on the ball.
If he doesn't fall on it, there's a chance to scoop and score right there. 6:38, 13-7 your score. Shorter, 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 38. Dennis wants to throw. Good coverage by West Alabama. And he has nowhere to go. Nice work by the defensive unit for West Alabama on that play.
It was Terrence Monroe, who plays a nose guard, defensive tackle, got through the line so easy, he thought he was being set up for a screen. So he quit rushing the quarterback and started looking for a screen. And I don't really think there was a middle screen set up. But he had beat the line of scrimmage so hard that he thought this was too easy.
It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Dennis back to pass. He's going to throw to his running back. Fumbles it around. The intended receiver right there, number 0, Devin Brown. He had some running room, but not able to make the catch. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Hawks.
3rd down and 10.
Yep, expect the pass. The Rabbits come in, try to rush this quarterback. A little bit of a decision, really, the Hawks here have a decision to make themselves. They're just burning it up pass-wise. Of course, the last time I said that, they completed a 40-yard pass for a touchdown. I would expect this as well. The Tigers have Mario Nichols in at corner on this near side. My guess is the Hawks will try to pick on him.
3rd and 10. Durant in the backfield. 4 wide receivers set. Dennis wants to throw. He's got a man across the middle. Pass will be complete. But a big hit by Michael Anderson. Making the catch will be number 18, John Dickerson. But Dickerson takes a shot. As they gain positive yardage, it'll be 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up 4th and 5. And decision time for the Hawks.
Yeah, I don't. Now all of a sudden the Hawks are going to try a field goal. They were closer than this when they went for it on 4th down and about 6 one time. And now that this would be a 50-yard field goal, which is further back than the decision earlier. And they're going to attempt a field goal. So here we go.
Coming in is Bardenwarper. Trying to go for 50. Good snap and good hold, end over end as it got the leg. And that one's going to be short. It was right on target, but short. So West Alabama holds 13-7 your score with 5:34 here remaining in the first half. And Rob, that's what you like to see. if you can get the stops even after the big run.
I think that had it been a 48-yarder, it would have been good. But it was a 50-yarder. I really think it was about a yard and a half short. So earlier in the game, they had a 48-yard opportunity, and they chose not to try to kick it. This time they had a 50-yard opportunity and tried to kick it.
We're going to kick it.
2 yards short. So now we know his range, right? I mean,
we've got that dialed in.
At least going north to south, we know his range.
Corcoran in the gun, 4 wide receivers. That one looked botched from the jump.
I think they're going to call the Tigers here, which is stunning everybody in attendance. Now the head official's like, "Are you sure?" I think that was on Shoulders and.
All right. Penalty, still first down.
They certainly called a false start against the Tigers, and they didn't get the number as to who that was.
West Alabama's first penalty of the afternoon. So it'll be 1st and 15. So West Alabama will be on their own 28-yard line. Corcoran in the gun. Battle in the backfield. Takes the handoffs, throws across the middle. He's got Owen Harper. And that one not able to be reeled in.
No, and Harper took a lick there. He knew he was going to. I think that may have contributed to that incomplete pass. The ball's just got to arrive just a little bit quicker. He had Harper. On a little seam route right up the middle, right in front of that safety. But the timing of that play is important.
3 wide receivers, battle in the backfield. Corcoran fakes a handoff to Battle. He wants to go to Dalton Bailey.
Well, there is no way that wasn't pass interference. If they did not call it, they are letting them play here today. The defensive back had his left arm around
on him,
draped him around Bailey, and sort of, of course, grabbed him with his left arm and went with his right arm and sort of swooped it away. And they're letting that play go today. They're not. That was a classic case of pass interference and no call. So, hey, I'm fine with that if that's the way we're going to play.
If it goes all the way.
Yep.
5 wide receivers said it'll be 3rd down and 15. As West Alabama works from their own 28. Corcoran to throw. He wants to go downfield. And nobody within 5 yards of that play. As that one will be incomplete.
Brings up a 4th down and 15.
Yeah, I don't know if you think that maybe somebody ran the wrong route. He's looking for John Hilbert. He threw it to the outside of Hilbert, and Hilbert went inside. So, or maybe he just felt some pressure and threw it away. But either way, it's ended in a punt, which, as long as we get the snap good, and that's a good snap.
McGill back to return. Spiral. McGill retreating, fielded at the 31. He'll bring it across the 35, and he'll be wrestled to the ground at the 39-yard line.
That's a 43-yard punt into the wind. It's one of his best punts of the night. It is his best punt of the night into this wind, and a good time to do it.
Looks like the red hat, Troy Maddox, wants to get a timeout, and we'll take it with him. 5:07 remaining in the half here on Slide 104.9.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demopolis, Alabama.
5:07 remaining in the half. The Tigers up 13-7. And it looks like our video man's got his canopy fixed as Dennis wants to throw here to the near side. It'll be complete. No gain on the play. I'm proud of the fact that he's got his portable shade unit there so that he's not burning up this afternoon. Was fighting with the wind a little earlier.
You know, we joke, but it's a tar roof.
Oh, it's hot up there.
That is not pleasant up there without that shade. He definitely needs it. But a score update. Crimson Tide's up 14-0 on the road in Arkansas.
2nd down and 10. The Hawks work from their own 39. Dennis in the gun. Wants to throw. That's batted down at the line of scrimmage. So once again, West Alabama's defense getting some pressure, getting their hands up. Dennis on the afternoon, 8 of 18 for 75 yards and a touchdown, as he'll be looking at 3rd down and 10 from his own 39.
Well, Devontae Bryant knocked that ball down, forcing the 3rd down and long. The Rabbits are back in, trying to provide a little pressure. This is a point in time when if maybe you could coach Shorter into a mistake here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this half. See how desperate they get.
3rd down and 10. Dennis wants to throw, pressure by West Alabama, and they're going to get to him. West Alabama's going to sack Dennis in the backfield, and that's going to be number 32 for West Alabama. Jamal Ellis, the junior out of McDonough, Georgia, with a huge 3rd down sack.
Dennis's body language is not pleasant either. He is getting up, I want to say, maybe depressed and dejected that the pocket collapsed so quickly around him. He's just not able to see the field because it's West Alabama pass rush.
Nick Pope in. We hit the 3:42 mark here in the first half. Back deep to return for West Alabama. Nelson, wobbly spiral. Nelson's going to let that one hit, and it's going to take a huge, shorter bounce. It hits at the 30, and it'll roll all the way down to the 10.
Well, and that's why I praise Nelson every time he comes up and at least catches the ball, because after that ball landed. Now, there's a flag down at the line of scrimmage, and we hope it'll be against them. We'll have another chance here. But, when the ball landed, it rolled, 25 yards down to the 10.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a long roll. So his hidden yards make a big difference, but got a bit of a
kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Replay.
They either false start or too many men in the backfield, an illegal formation. And dang right, we're going to make them punt it again after having the ball down at the 10.
Maybe we make a little adjustment here as West Alabama's special teams return unit have a redo.
Yep.
3 minutes, 26 seconds remain in the half.
The Tigers kind of came after that punt, too. So I don't know that they'll come after this one. This is really kind of the part of the field where you value blocking the gunners more than you do trying to block this punt and hopefully set up a nice return for Nelson. And they do that.
Nelson stands at his own 35. That was a wobbly kick, and it's going to hit at the 42 and take a shorter bounce, and it's going to continue to roll. We got some extracurriculars going on. I think those are punches being thrown.
That was a punch.
Looked like number 28, Kobe Butts. Looked like he swung.
Yeah, he did.
I'm very surprised that we didn't see a flag of some sort because, that just looked like a full-on brawl at about the 40-yard line.
It looked like Jacob Taylor took a punch from, he was laying on the ground from
28.
from a shorter player right there in front of the official. No calls. Maybe what we thought we saw didn't really happen, but it sure looked like it from here.
I think we were dreaming the same dream.
Either way, the penalty only netted us 9 yards there. It's near about nothing like what we thought we were going to get.
Hand off to Battle up the middle. He's going to gain maybe a yard on the play, so Battle on the afternoon, 8 carries for 21 yards, just not really been able to get anything going.
No, that's right. And they credit no gain. Those plays need to go for 5-6 yards.
3 wide receiver set. As Corcoran's in the gun with Battle in the backfield, he hands off to Battle. Battle wants to go straight up the middle. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but 3 hard yards after the contact, so that'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, zone blocking to the right side was just not a crease for him to run through. And once he realized that, he just sort of scrummed it upfield. Brings up 3rd and 6. I think the Tigers now are going to draw them off. Let's see if they are going to call this on the defense. So that's 5 needed yards. Will bring up 3rd down and 1 now instead of 3rd and 6.
Penalties on the afternoon. 4 penalties for Shorter. And West Alabama will have the opportunity to get the benefit of that one. So from 3rd and 6 down to 3rd and 1.
One of the keys to this game, Will, was for West Alabama to sort of clean up its act from last week, and they've done that. Only 1 penalty for 5 yards.
I like it.
That's good discipline football. That's what we hope to see, and we're seeing that today. Played a big part in this game.
3rd down and 1 from their own 28. Tigers look to the sideline to get the play call. You've got Benyon and Hilbert here to the near side. Battle in the backfield. Corcoran wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man on the far side, a whole handful of jerseys who's trying to get to Knowles. I mean, Knowles almost got derobed right there, and nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, you saw the jersey just completely stretch out.
Yeah, to say they're letting them play is an understatement. They're letting them play out here today. Oh, boy, yeah, he grabbed all of Knowles he could grab and forced a big pass. Corcoran, though, on a 3rd down and 1, he's got to be aware of the situation. You know, it was a good pass, but the better option was to run it for a yard and pick up 1st down instead of making a low percentage 15, 20-yard pass.
Sullivan to punt it away. Return man calls for a fair catch at the 35. The return man's number 16, McGill. So 1:45 remaining in the half. West Alabama 13. The Hawks of Shorter 7. As the defense will have to go to work once again. Time of possession 16:56 for Shorter. 9 updated 11:19 for West Alabama. On the afternoon, Corcoran 6 of 18 for 46 yards. West Alabama has only, to this point, gained 75 yards here in this first half, but they do lead it 13-7. Dennis will bring his offense out. 4 wide receivers.
That was an opportunity for Corcoran to make a difference with his feet, and I'm sure the coaches will talk to him about that at halftime.
1st and 10 from 35. Dennis getting pressure. He wants to throw across the middle. He's got a man. That'll be number 5, Dollar. It'll be short of the 1st down, but it'll be a 9-yard gain on 1st down, so 2nd down and 1 as we're under the 2-minute mark. Buck and a half remaining. The scoreboard just did some really weird stuff right there, Rob. I mean, it totally blanked out. 2nd and 1. Dennis getting pressure from West Alabama. He avoids a tackle, and then he'll be tripped up and taken down for a loss. So nice pressure right there for West Alabama as we're approaching the 1-minute mark.
Both teams have 3 timeouts. West Alabama's going to go ahead and call one here. Trying to remember, I believe that West Alabama, Shorter had won the toss, right? West Alabama won the toss late to defer. That's right. West Alabama won the toss late to defer. So West Alabama's going to get the ball back to start the 2nd half. And but Coach Brett Gilliland apparently wants some time on the clock if and when the Tigers get the ball back. We'll see if it pays off for him, because so far the Tigers have total offense today, 75 yards in total offense. So if the Tigers are able to get this ball back, they'll probably have another 75 to go to make a score, right? So, but you got to put your guys in position, see how they react.
All right, now we got it sorted out. It'll be 3rd down and 6. $1.07 remaining in the half. Dennis, 4 wide receivers. Dollar in the backfield. He wants to throw. He's going to throw to Dollar in the backfield. He's overthrown him and just completely threw it over his head. As Dollar does a somersault, but for naught.
Yeah, he had to throw it over his head. Devontae Bryant was about to kill him. Devontae Bryant came in on a little stunt. And he lined up over the guard and kind of went around the center, and nobody blocked him. And he was right in the face of the quarterback and really forced that incomplete pass. So the Tigers now with 1:04 to go in the first half with 2 timeouts. Going to get this ball back and see what kind of field position.
Pope in to punt. Wobbly spiral. Fair catch called for. I hope he didn't touch it, but that one's going to hit the ground at the 25 and roll all the way inside the 10. It'll come to rest at about the 8-yard line. So once again, the ball hits the turf and takes a huge shorter Hawks bounce. So West Alabama, with only 53 ticks of the clock left, will have about 93 yards to cover here as they lead at 13-7.
That's a couple punts in a row. Nelson's just kind of misplayed, which is unusual for him, but it's cost us some valuable yards. If he catches it where he is, we might be aggressive, but I'd hate to see us get too aggressive here with our backs against the 8-yard line.
Corcoran will bring him out. Knowles to the top side. He's the lone wide receiver on the far side. You got 2 guys here to the near side. It'll be handed off. That'll be Battle. He'll take it out across the 10.
Battle on the carry.
He'll gain about 2 yards on the play.
Shorter now wants a timeout, and I don't blame them. I think they want to try to put a little pressure on this Tiger offense and force them to either make a mistake or have to at least have to punt. Tigers' punting team has already muffed 1 punt, had the bad snap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, if Shorter, let's think through this a minute. The 2 more plays, if the Tigers can get it down to about 25 seconds, Shorter could potentially have the ball in Tiger territory, even if we punt it, with about 20 seconds to go in the half. So you can't blame Shorter for wanting to stop the clock there.
Both teams break their respective huddles.
Now, one thing about the Shorter coach is trying to get the referee's attention. You got to kind of tell the referee before the play that you're going to do that.
Hand off to Battle up the middle. He'll gain 2 yards.
What coaches will, they take their second time out here, but what coaches will do is before the play, they'll go ahead and tell the official, if we tackle them inbounds, I'm going to call timeout.
Exactly.
Just so you know. And so the officials know to look for it, right? And especially when they're not in front of the coaching staff, they're over here, inside the 15-yard line. So, that's the coaches got to do a little better job of communicating with officials if he's worried about time running off the clock after the play. But all that really is a moot point if the Tigers can pick up the first down here on this 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, as you heard Rob mention. West Alabama works from their own 14-yard line. They've got 36 seconds remaining in the half. 13-7 your score with West Alabama on top. Corcoran brings them out of the timeout. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. That's going to be handed off to Webb. He makes a move up the middle, and that's going to be a West Alabama first down.
Some nice blocking on the play, and what happened on that play, the right tackle, Brandon Kirksey, was actually a pull blocker. He came from his right tackle and sort of trap blocked on this left side and drove this guy about 10 yards down in the ground and sprung the running back for a first down.
1st and 10. Corcoran to Webb. Webb dances at the line, brings it out across the 25, and he'll be taken down at about the 29-yard line. Yeah, positive yards on first down.
There's no need to run another play here for the Tigers. They're going to take it into halftime. That's fine. 13-7 is going to be the halftime score, and I am good with that.
Halftime score.
13-7, your halftime score. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some stats, and we'll talk with Coach G before the start of the second half here on Sly 104.9.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king-cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Welcome back. We're here at halftime. Tigers leading 13-7. Here at halftime, the West Alabama band on the field and entertaining this home crowd here at Tiger Stadium. Where the Tigers again lead 13-7 here at halftime. Looking at some statistics from the first half, it was Tigers defense and special teams really setting up the Tigers offense in good field position for scoring drives today. A blocked punt and a kickoff return responsible for 10 of the Tigers' 13 points as far as setting up good field position. As a result, Tigers offense only amassing 96 yards of total offense in this game, Will. 46 through the air, 50 on the ground. If your special teams get you short fields, you can make up for some offensive woes. And that's kind of what's happened here. Tigers were able to pick up enough first downs to scratch out and even another field goal. So a touchdown and 2 field goals. The scoring for the Tigers, all on really short drives. I was looking to see The longest drive the Tigers had was the first one of the second quarter. It was a 48-yard drive. That's the only real offensive drive we've had, and it resulted in a field goal. Otherwise, one of the drives was -1 yards, and the other one was 8 yards. So, again, the special teams is doing the work for you, then why not let them?
No doubt, it's one of those deals that, sometimes it's not it's not how you draw it up and whatnot, but you're looking at the result, and the result right here, we got a lead at half, and I was walking past after getting the water, and Martin Gilliland goes, "How about that fist fight?" He goes, "I think I was in that same dream with you guys." He said, "I guess we're the only three that saw it."
That was, there have been some interesting things with the Crews the last 2 weeks. One thing about it, though, they are not calling penalties on either team unless it's like offsides, right? I mean, Shorter's guilty of 4 penalties for 20 yards, and one of those was roughing into the punter, and the other 3 have been either offsides or procedure-related penalties. The Tigers are guilty of 1 procedure-related penalty on offense for 5 yards. So, it's hard to say whether the Tigers have cleaned up their act or have
just let them go,
or just letting everything go this time. What are we doing? So, don't know, but I will take it. Again, I don't mind officials letting things go, so long as that's the way they're calling it for both teams, and it seems to be what they're doing.
I could definitely agree with that. You were talking about, what's going on here in Livingston, and a lot of games that will be taking place in the Gulf South Conference later on today, as West Florida will play host to North Greenville. West Georgia will host Mississippi College, and Delta State, Valdosta State in Cleveland. Now, I'd like to spy on that game tonight a little bit to see how that VSU Delta State game goes.
Don't you know it? Well, we'll get to watch it on Huddle over the next week. That should be a great game over in Cleveland. You're right.
West Alabama's marching band is on the field performing their halftime show. We've got about 14 and a half minutes before we get this second half underway, and this will give me an opportunity to kind of tell you a little bit about the folks that were inducted into the West Alabama Hall of Fame. Our current Associate Director of Athletic Compliance, Christy Wade, was inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame, 2-time All-GSC first-team selection as a catcher. She was named to the All-South region All-GSC academic team and finished 5th all-time in UWA with RBIs with 114. She has, after her time here as a player, she was the head coach at St. Leo University and compiled over 463 wins in her career, and she made 5 regional appearances. They broke several records, and she has been back here in the role of compliance for several years now, and very deserving, and a friend and colleague. Congratulations to Christy Wade. Also, Coach Craig Roden, 1978 graduate of UWA. He retired 41 years after his first job as a head coach. He became only coach in Gulf South Conference history to win over 100 games at 3 different league schools. He won 102 games here at UWA, 198 games at West Georgia, and 129 at Delta State. He has 425 GSC wins, second most in the league history, and compiled 626 career victories. He coached 8 All-Americans, countless All-Conference players, and led UWA to the 2012 GSC Championship, and led Delta State to the title in 2016. And he has, in his Hall of Fame career, been named Coach of the Year in the Gulf South Conference 3 different times. Also a friend and former neighbor, Coach Craig Roden. Really proud of him. And as I mentioned, Anna Schartzer, talked about her earlier. She was inducted for her efforts here as a student athlete in the sport of softball. Now, not to be forgotten, the 2012 Gulf South Conference Championship football team was recognized today. They went undefeated in conference play that season and secured the outright title after defeating UNA 42-27. Tigers went on that year to the NCAA regional and finished that season 9-4. So an awesome opportunity. I saw some of those guys walking around. I saw Skeeter Sellers.
Yeah.
I saw Kyle Caldwell walking around and a couple others, and I'm really excited to see those guys, and they are definitely well-deserved of the recognition that they got today.
Yeah, winning the Gulf South Conference is a big deal, and it should be celebrated. It's good to have those guys back. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years, but that was a good football team they had, and they definitely were exciting to watch and exciting to be a part of, so... again, it is good to have them. They're now finally back on the field to be recognized.
2012 University of West Alabama football.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to the second half set up. But we'll take the break here on Sly 104.9.
Overall, the 2012 Tigers advanced to the second.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and...
You'll be able to catch up with Coach Brett Gilliland when he comes out for the second half. Shorter University.
Well, I was going to tell you, it's a beautiful day down here.
I mean,
so you know.
I don't think that there will be anybody in Livingston that would argue with you. I mean, you just looking through the stadium, there's not a cloud in the sky. We've got, a big portion of the lower level completely filled up, and then all kinds of folks that have found their way into their easy chairs in the shady spots that you can get here in Tiger Stadium. Now, not a lot of shorter fans made the trip. I thought that it being, somewhat attainable as far as making the trip. It's only Google Maps tells me it's 232 miles. It'll take me 3 hours and 40 minutes. But they didn't bring a lot of folks. But a beautiful afternoon nonetheless, and a lot of stuff going on campus. We had soccer, both men's and women's soccer last night. The rodeo's going on, the rodeo showdown over at the Heinz Free rodeo complex as Rob Pearson's trying to stretch out the old wing there.
Yeah, they just don't make them like they used to, Will. I just blew my arm out, by the way. Yeah, there's not a lot of shorter fans here, and really not a lot of taller fans either. But, that's the last joke I'll make about that.
I enjoyed it. I appreciate that. Now, but in the first half, West Alabama, Rob mentioned it, 96 total yards. Shorter was able to amass a $151. Corcoran 6 of 18 for 46 yards. Webb 6 carries for 41 yards. He did have a big long.
Did you see that, Will? You didn't.
I did not.
I just caught that kickoff with one arm. I really do still have it.
I guarantee you that the film, the cameras are probably still rolling somewhere, and maybe we can get that one on the replay and get your highlight reel going.
I literally was holding the microphone in the left hand and caught the kickoff from my right hand. He's fixing to kick it right back to me again. We'll see it again.
I'm going to watch it here. Pearson fields it.
And with the pressure on, I dropped it.
A good time had by all.
I had 2 hands, I'd have caught it.
We'll have to get him. Before you come back up, just swing by the athletic trainer there. They'll get you a bag of ice, and we'll put it on the old right shoulder, and we'll get you moving in the right direction.
Thank you for that, by the way.
We're 5 minutes away from the start of the second half, and West Alabama, they got a lot of season left. You know, they've come into today 2-2, 0-1 in the conference, but the things that they've got coming up. We'll go to go to Valdosta next week, and on the 15th, we'll go to Delta for the first of 2 trips. Back for homecoming on October 22nd as we host North Greenville. Then on the road the last weekend of October to West Florida. And then November 5th, West Alabama will host Mississippi College, and then round out the regular season November the 12th at Delta State once again, as that will do it for the conference regular season schedule.
Yeah, getting this last game, is important for so many reasons, but then, getting a little momentum before we head to Valdosta next week will make a big difference.
Rob's down there. He's continuing to make plays, and I'm telling you, I'm not going down there because I'm sure I'd end up tripping over the 15-yard line.
I'm having a good time.
I can tell. West Alabama's. I mean, he's had it made because he's had to do. All he's got to do is tee it up, and then you're doing all the heavy lifting there as the Tigers get ready to make their way back out to their sideline. I see Coach Brett Gilliland. He's kind of there. He's making sure that all the guys get out of the locker room. Per his usual, he's wearing his white cap, so he's easy to find. As he's making his way out there, he's right at the pylon. We'll let Rob talk with Coach G here, about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half.
Coach G, thank you for the time. 13-7 lead going into half. Special teams have made the difference in the first half.
We had 2 big plays on special teams. We got to keep that going because those are the game changers, obviously.
I think we had 98 yards, I think, total offense. What we got to do to get that offense going?
We got to run our blocks, run the ball. We got to accelerate, run our feet. And we got to play 11 guys. It's the same thing. We just got to get the guys doing the right thing. And we had it at times and had a couple good plays. We just got to do it consistently.
All right, Coach. Best of luck to you second half.
It's always good to hear from Coach Gilliland. I appreciate Rob making his way down there. We'll take a quick break. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half here on Sly 104.9.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king-cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back. 13-7 your score as we get ready to get this second half underway. The Tigers lead it. Had some great play by the defensive unit. Special teams have given them an opportunity to turn some big plays into points. And West Alabama looks to get ready to get after it here as we're about ready to get this second half underway. Kicking it off for Shorter. That looks to be number 39. Caleb Spates. Back deep to receive for West Alabama. It's going to be Nelson. Nelson and Binion. Both of those young men stand at their own 14-yard line. Spates puts a foot in it. End over end. Nelson retreats. That'll be off his hands at the 2. He's going to have to pick it up. He gets it out across the 5, across the 10, and he'll be taken down at the 11-yard line and mishandled once again, and West Alabama will start off first down and 10.
Well, again, I really do. One of these days we're going to find out, you know, how they're coaching that decision point. We sort of talked about it on the shorter side, but there's UWA who just got bit by not letting that ball get in the end zone and taking the ball out on the 25. Nelson also has an 88-yard kickoff return today, so that helps things for sure.
Corcoran will be first down and 10 from his own 13. 3 wide receivers. Battle in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Battle. He'll take it up the middle. He'll bring it out to the 15-yard line. Just shy of the 15, so a gain of a couple on the play. Battle still not being able to get much going. 11 carries. It's going to be about 29 yards on the afternoon is Battle. It'll be second down and 8, West Alabama from their own 14-yard line. Corcoran wants to throw. He's got Hilbert across the middle. That'll be a pass complete out to the 20 as Hilbert. Positive yardage there on second down. It'll be third down and short.
Corcoran ran an RPO and decided to throw it then and picked up 5 yards. That was a nice throw on the money. So that's bodes well for this Tiger offense.
Third down and 3. Hard count by Corcoran. He wants to throw. He's kind of go to the near side here to Binion. Binion trying to make a one-handed play. And that one will fall incomplete.
There is a flag. The Tigers snapped it early thinking that they had Shorter in the neutral zone. And they
side defense, number 44. 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
Tigers got a good break there because they were, they caught them in the neutral zone that time. And so able to get the first down by way of penalty. But, heck, we'll take it any way we can get.
First down and 10 from the Tigers from their own 25-yard line. Corcoran hands off to Battle. Battle trying to find a blocker, and he's met with resistance after about a 1-yard gain, just not able to get anything going up front as he was trying to get in behind number 74, Jalen Gardner. With nothing going right there on first down. We'll bring up second down and 9.
A little bit of a development wheel off subject because on the Alabama game, Alabama leads 21-0 now, but Bryce Young went out of the game with a shoulder injury. So there's that.
Corcoran to throw. He's going to throw to Battle out of the backfield. It'll be complete. Battle will take it across the 30-yard line. It'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So gain right there on second down. It'll be third down and 3.
Third down and 2.
With a nice throw, nice gain on second down with the arm. He's 2 for 2 this half.
Corcoran handoff to Battle. Battle's got running room across the 35 to 40. The 45 is across midfield. Battle into shorter territory. He'll be tackled at the 45-yard line, and a big run by West Alabama's Demetrius Battle for a UWA first down.
That's the longest run by anybody in West Alabama today. Of course, it's third and short, so once you break that line of scrimmage and get past that first level, there weren't many people there, but nice pickup by Battle, and Bri Webb's going to get a carry here.
First and 10 will be a handoff to Webb, spin move. Webb's going to pick up 3 on the play. Bri Webb on the afternoon. That'll be his 7th carry. As he picks up 3.5, 4 yards on first down.
Starting to find, we're 2 for 2 passing on this drive. Starting to loosen up that running game just a little bit.
Webb, the back in the backfield. 3 wide receiver set. Dalton Bailey here to the near side. Handoff to Webb. Stutter step at the line. Webb's going to carry it across the 40. He'll be taken down to the 37-yard line.
Tackle by number 15.
A little bit of a run blitz that time by Shorter. Not expecting that run, and still able to pick up, 2 yards on the play.
West Alabama on third down this afternoon, 5 of 12. We'd love to see it 6 of 13. As Jake Corcoran looks to the side, he gets a play call. Play clock down to 15. Snap, he wants to throw, looking near side. Target is Dalton Bailey. Dalton Bailey was being covered by number 1, Trey Thomas. Dalton frustrated with himself that he didn't reel that one in. It'll fall incomplete and bring up fourth down.
Yeah, it would have been a tough catch. Dalton's a little tougher on himself than he needs to be there. It would have been a tough catch, but it's definitely going to play the field position game here. I agree with this call 100%. They just pumped this ball away, even though it's inside the 40. I think playing field position in this kind of a game, 6-point game, is,
low snap. Gabe Dunkel was in to punt, which is not a normal punter. But again, snapping woes continue as Dunkel had to try to basically field it on the short hop. And he was able to cover it up, but West Alabama will turn that one over, and Shorter will have it first down and 10 inside Tiger territory.
Well, it's the second time Shorter's been given short field because of a bad snap on a punt. Both times now, this ball's at the 42-yard line of West Alabama.
From the Tiger 42.
We were just talking about bragging on the decision to play field position, and boy, that's a mistake by special teams.
Dennis. Hands off. Running back breaks through the line of scrimmage. I thought he was down for a loss. And then he was able to break a couple tackles. Yeah, Owen gets it out for a first down and then loses his helmet.
Well, he didn't lose his helmet. I think West Alabama grabbed his helmet, and they're going to be flagged for it. It'll be half the distance to the goal from there. So probably first and 10 from about the 12 or so. This is, all of a sudden, has turned sour in a hurry.
Personal face mask on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. Number 10 of the offense may remain in the game due to the helmet foul.
Yeah, if someone else pulls your helmet off, you can stay in the game. That's how that works, and that's why the running back is able to stay in the game even though his helmet came off.
First down and 10 for Shorter from the West Alabama 13. Handoff. That's going to be Owen once again.
Carried by number 19, Durant. Tackled by number 4, Anderson.
Michael Anderson on the tackle. New faces coming in for West Alabama. Jaden Tuck among those checking in.
Second down and 4.
I mean, Shorter should just be content to run the ball here. They've had some good success doing so.
Durant, the lone back in the backfield. He'll give it to Durant. Durant will be met with his opposition, Trevante Carter. Leading the charge, coming in to finish him up, will be Trayvon Stanford. Nice play right there by Carter. He sniffed that one out.
Carter just whipped his man one-on-one, Will, and he was just right there waiting on the running back to get to him. He and Stanford were able to put him down. You're talking about a big play because it was a 6-point game. As the Tigers' third quarter woes have been prominent the last 2 games, and they don't want to fall in that trap again today.
Durant on the carry far side, coming in from the blind side will be number 7. Once again, that's going to be Trayvon Stanford. And that's a great job by the defense as the special teams unit will come on for Shorter. And after having great field position, West Alabama's defense holds for the would-be field goal attempt here. Bardenwerfer will be kicking from the left hash. 26 yards.
Make it here, you take the points.
I'm thinking he's going to want the points, but that's just me. High snap, but they get the hold down. That one will go end over end.
He missed it.
Bardenwerfer, he missed it wide right. So West Alabama's defense holds after some special teams issue on the snap. 13-7 your score. 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break here on Sly 104.9.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. Tigers up 13-7 after the missed field goal by Shorter. We're in the media timeout here as the red hat today, per the usual here at home. Mr. Troy Maddox directing traffic. I talked with him before the game, and he's like, he goes, I told him have a good game. He goes, I know, everybody's just going to be sitting around waiting on me.
Well, somebody's got to pay the bills. I'm all good with it.
He's going to give them the signal to play football. First down and 10 for West Alabama from their own 20-yard line. Snuck up behind me is Skeeter Sellers. Webb on the carry. He gets to the right side. He kicks it across the 30. He's got run room. He's across midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. West Alabama is going to get in there for a West Alabama touchdown. Huge run.
Look, he didn't run the hole he was supposed to run in. He ran up the middle. That hole was blocked. He bounced it outside. And once he got past the line of scrimmage, there was nobody there to meet him. And Brian Webb has shown himself to be explosive this season. He has got the longest runs of the season so far. And that was a big run. And Coach Brett Gilliland electing not to chase points here just yet. So we'll go ahead and kick the next point.
In to hold Spencer Arsenault. Dunkel to attempt the PAT. Snap's good. The hold's good. The kick, it's up. And it'll get through there. West Alabama tacks on another one. 19-7 your score with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break here on Sly 104.9.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 20-7 your score. We got one of the members of the Gulf South Conference 2012 championship football team in the booth with us. We got Mr. Skeeter Sellers. Mr. Sellers, Dr. Sellers. Good to see you, brother.
Congratulations. Yeah, hold it up close.
Oh, good to see that touchdown. That was good.
Return man will bring it out to the 10, the 15, the 20. Ooh, big hit by West Alabama's number 37. That's going to be Jaden Taylor.
Coach 39, Will. Sorry to interrupt. That was
Isaac Williams
from Murphy High School. Came in and lit that sideline up. Skeeter, you were on that sideline. Whenever a big hit happens like that,
we always did the ESPN top 10. Dun-dun-dun.
I like it.
Always hit that number on them
about
when
what
a big
was.
play happens.
I like it.
So far, so good here today. Skeeter, following y'all's footsteps. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years.
And when they called me and told me to come up here, I was like, 10 years? You got to be kidding me.
Dennis is going to keep it. He'll come near side. He'll gain 4 yards on the play. He'll bring it out to the 30. And I'm like you, 10 years. I was like, how in the world is that even possible, man?
I was down there with the guys and talking about the great players they played with, like Malcolm Butler and Deion Lacey. And, man, we're just lucky to have Will Hall at Southern Miss now. Otha Foster. We had a great coaching staff, a great group of guys here. I mean, we were really lucky.
Second down, Dennis wants to throw. He's got a little time, and he'll target number 84. Looked like the tight end Kyle Morlock, but that one will fall incomplete. I mean, you guys had some, not only did you have some, like, good football players, but you had some really good dudes, in that group.
Really got. Matt Willis texted me. He couldn't make it today. And, I mean, probably one of the greatest running backs I've ever played with in my career.
I remember the moment he hurt his knee right there
here in
about
West
the 35-yard line, or 40-yard line or so.
Non-contact, tore his ACL in 2013.
You're exactly right. How dynamic he was as a running back.
Third down and 6. Dennis will be in the gun. He's got a 3-wide receiver set. He's got a little time. He wants to throw. He's going to go to the far sideline. That pass will be complete to number 1, and he'll get it at the chains and then make positive yardage as West Alabama is able to force him out of bounds, but not before they're able to get the first down. D.D. Anderson in on the reception as the Hawks make good on the third down.
Looking back, Skeeter, was there a time in that season you thought, or it was just a goal from the get-go, we're going to win the Gulf South Conference Championship, or was there a time when you thought, you know what? We really can win the Gulf South Conference Championship. How do you remember that going down?
The thing I remember the most about playing on that team is we literally thought we could win every game. And it wasn't like a pride thing. It was a confidence thing that Coach Hall and the staff really instilled in us. And we would go into each game with a great game plan, playing hard and executing. And it was just all that culminated into a championship, and it was great to watch, great to be a part of it.
2nd down and 10. Dennis getting pressure. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to come here to the near side. He's going to have nothing to do but throw it away as West Alabama in pursuit there as Dennis had to roll out. That one will fall incomplete.
Kyle I know you had to snap the ball to Kyle Caldwell, so you didn't get to see a lot of the things that he did.
I had a funny Kyle Caldwell story. His freshman year, when our starting quarterback went down and Kyle came in, we were down at Delta State. We were down 3 touchdowns at half, came out, and we ended up losing the game by 2 on a 2-point conversion. And I'll let this play go, Will, so you can call it.
It'll be 3rd down. A lot of pressure. Dennis as we hit hard. And that one will fall incomplete. So once again, the West Alabama defense doing the stop. But I want to hear what happened on this story. I mean, our defense is taking care of business. You hooked me. Let's go, man.
We were playing that game. I mean, it was great. Kyle, it says a lot less about me, a lot more about Kyle. We went and watched the film on that Sunday, and Kyle was lined up behind the left guard the whole game. And Coach Hall said, Kyle, what are you doing? Like, why are you lined up behind the guard? He said, yeah, man, I went up to Skeeter. I told him his snaps were going to the left. And he looked at me and said, you figure it out. I'm trying to block this guy. and Kyle lined up behind that left guard the whole game.
On the return for West Alabama will be number 81, Tadarius Parker.
He is a phenomenal athlete, though.
He did.
Phenomenal. From the time Kyle Caldwell, from the time he touched the field, fierce competitor. I love him because I think we had the smallest quarterback center combo in the history of the Gulf South Conference. And we played a lot of football games together, and I love him and his family. He's head coach over at Elmore County now.
That's where it is.
Man, I can't say enough about that guy. He made us look really good.
Let's get this call, Skeeter from the official. We got them mic'd up today.
An illegal block in the back on return team number 39. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Okay, so Isaac Williams made a good play on the kickoff, then made a bad play on the punt return. It had a block in the back. So
total wash on that deal.
Back the Tigers up a little bit, but I'll tell you that Kyle Caldwell's last high school football game at Dayton was against Thomasville. I think Thomasville beat them in a playoff game. But Jack Hankins is the coach at Thomasville, and we had a coaches show. We talked to Hankins, and he said, look, at the time we didn't know anything about Kyle Caldwell and Dable, you know. He said, there's a player at Dable, that quarterback's named Caldwell. He's the most dynamic high school football player I've ever seen in my life. And he ended up here, and, buddy, the rest is history.
Man, I'll tell you what.
1st down and 10 for the Tigers. They work from their own 20. Corcoran wants to throw. He's got a man on the far sideline. It looks like he wants to go to Knowles. It'll be a jump ball. And that one will go incomplete. Being covered right there by Knowles was Cedric Lynch, the second. And West Alabama.
Speaking of Kyle Caldwell, he's out. He's leaving.
He's not even going.
I was about to tell his stats of his All-Star game, where he threw for over 400 yards, did every kickoff, and did every extra point.
I forgot he could kick too. He kicked some for West Alabama that year, as I recall. Some extra points, I think.
It'll be a handoff on 2nd down for the Tigers. He'll get across the line of scrimmage. They might give him the length of a football if we're lucky.
Well, all those guys have gone on to do great things, and including the coaching staff, who's doing well at Southern Mississippi and sort of leading the resurgence there. As Southern, I know you keep up with Will and Sam Gregg and all, and Desmond Lindsay and all those guys. Probably a good bit.
Yeah, they're great guys, and they still respond to my text messages, even though they've made it all the way up to Southern Miss.
On 3rd down, Corcoran wants to throw. He's got Dalton Bailey coming across the middle. The pass will be complete. And he couldn't get going north and south. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the play. But that'll bring on the special teams unit, and once again, Gabe Dunkel is going to come in to do the punting. Not sure what transpired with Trey Sullivan, but he usually does the punting and the holding, and I have not seen him here in this second half. Get an update on that, but I hope everything's okay with Dunkel. He'll stand at his own 11. Shoulder bounce, and that one will be down on the West Alabama side of midfield. But
a good snap and a good kick makes all of us happy around here. Well, that's all we need.
He's like, hey, got it all.
Hey, pal, they don't need much around here to make us happy. So Shorter will have the ball at the 50-yard line. Again, the field position sort of in Shorter's favor here, but that long run by Bry Webb could prove pivotal here. Tigers up by 13 with 5:38 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, West Alabama's they got 207 yards of total offense, and 80 yards was on the Bry Webb play.
Coach Gilliland was letting the white hat have it about something. I don't know what.
First down and 10 from midfield. They'll hand it off. They've changed quarterbacks.
They should.
That's Harold Cook. Let me highlight that on my sheet there. So Cook is in. This will be the first time, at least from the stats that I see, that anybody else has been in other than Dennis.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, people think I'm picking on Aeneas Dennis. He's 10 of 24 for 93 yards. They needed to make a change.
Cook steps back to throw. Intended receiver number 1. That's going to be D.D. Anderson, but he's well overthrown. It'll be third down and 9.
And we could see it in Dennis's body language the last time he was on the field. He was sort of tired of getting hit.
I think he was tired of getting up. That seemed to be the deal. As we hit the 5:03 mark remaining in the third quarter, we got Skeeter Sellers in the booth with us this afternoon. Awesome to see him. I had the privilege of calling some of his games and then working across the hall. We shared our office space across the hall there. Enjoyed coffee and a donut most mornings. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's flushed out here to the near side, and he's going to try to throw it. His pass is going to be complete to number 18. That's going to be John Dickerson. He'll be forced out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
Well, nice throw and catch there, but it's an interesting decision by the Shorter coaching staff. Do you play field position or do you go for it? I guess down 13 late in the third quarter. This has got to be the right call. Don't you think, Skeeter, to try to go ahead and get this first down?
I go for this. You got to. Not a lot of opportunities to have it in midfield.
That's right.
Cook puts a man in motion. It's a 3-wide receiver set, 1 man here to the near side, 2 to the top side. In the backfield's Durant. 4th down and 3. Inside West Alabama territory, play clock at 5. Down to 4, they snap it. Pretty good protection right there as quarterback wants to throw. He's going to try to lift one up. D. Mays in coverage. Intended receiver number 14. That'll be Amari Morrow. And just not enough juice.
Yeah, D. Mays did a good job of both covering and not having pass interference on the underthrown ball. That was really I hope we get a flag play, right?
That's right.
It's underthrown almost intentionally so that the receiver comes back, D. Mays grabs him, and you get the penalty. Do you know that has there been a pass interference call all day today? I mean, it's very few penalties.
5 total.
Letting them play out here today.
They definitely are.
8 total penalties between these two teams. West Alabama only with 3. And we're going to have a media timeout. The Red Hat says we got to lock it down. We'll take it with them here on Slide 104.9.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demopolis, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice-cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. West Alabama's Jake Corcoran. He'll take it over first down and 10 from the 43. Corcoran has a battle in the backfield. Dalton Bailey here on the numbers to the near side. That's Brown on the carry. He gets it across midfield, the 40, the 35, the 30. He's got some room down to the 20, the 10, the 5. West Alabama touchdown. Nice run right there by Antonio Brown. And another long run, and the Tigers get in the end zone.
I thought he was going to run up the hill and slap fire with all the fans there sitting on the fence. He's like Bo Jackson when he ran out of the stadium that time. Brown just didn't want to stop. What a run, though, on the right side. Never touched the entire length of that run.
Arsenault in to hold. Dunkel in to attempt the PAT. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it's through there. Dunkel tacks on another one. West Alabama 27, Hawks 7, and they lead at 4:03 remaining here on Slide 104.9.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king-cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
27-7 your score. West Alabama on top after a 57-yard run by Antonio Brown.
Good to have Skeeter Sellers come up here and share with us a little bit.
Absolutely. I love seeing Dr. Sellers. End over end kick, fielded at the 4. They want to bring it out across the 10, the 15, the 20, 25 flag on the play. Tries to run up. Gabe Dunkel trying to get in there and make a hit.
Now, if Gabe Dunkel, if you're our only kicker left, Trey Sullivan's out. Because we don't see Trey Sullivan, so we got to assume that Gabe Dunkel's our only kicker left. Maybe he doesn't need to come up and make hits like that.
Yeah, the only other kicker that I'm aware of, I think you got Kevin Butchers.
Turn, hold it, turn team. After this is going to go from the spot of the foul, first down.
I don't know if Kevin does any punting. I know he has done some place kicking, and I do see Kevin on the sideline as he gives Dunkel a little bit of a high five. Dunkel putting his helmet in there, trying to make a play.
Yeah, I admire that, but at the moment you might be too important to stick your helmet up in there and try to make a play.
Cook in at quarterback for Shorter. They'll be first down and 10. Ball on the 8-yard line. He'll hand it off. Gain tackle after about a yard of gain on first down.
Durant on the carry.
You said Cook remains the quarterback now, so it's clearly Shorter is struggling, searching offensively. This defense will make you search. I mean, it made West Georgia search a little bit last week. So far, Shorter hasn't had many answers. They do have 194 yards total offense. Which looks good, but only 7 points.
Cook wants to throw, wants to go to the tight end, number 87. That pass will be complete to Daigle. But a big tackle right there by West Alabama for the 3rd down and 4.
Shamar Lewis does so many good things for this defense. His ability to cover from his safety position is pretty good. I mean, he's really a solid football player.
D. Mays is going to check in for the Tigers. Looking at a 3rd down and 4.
I really think Shamar Lewis should have some opportunities to try out for some teams next year.
He's 100% a solid football player. As Cook wants to throw, intended receiver Dickerson. Allen in and out of the hands as he was blanketed by number 2, Kel Williams.
And the ball got into the breadbasket of the receiver, and Kel Williams just stripped it out of him. So nice play by Kel Williams to prevent the completion as he was going through. He wasn't able to complete the catch because once the ball got there, Kel Williams kind of pulled it out from his arms.
Making a bit of a change here as the return man. Typically the return man is number 5.
Yeah, he returned the last one, though. This is his 2nd return.
So this is going to be number 81 to Darius Parker.
Yep, from Pleasant Grove.
He stands at the Shorter 48. Pope will kick it out of his end zone. Wobbly kick here to the near side. That one's going to hit the ground and take a shorter bounce. Hits at the 42. Rolls all the way down to the Tiger 49-yard line. So West Alabama will take over 1st and 10 from their own 49.
Well, I mentioned in the first half, Nelson sort of misplayed a couple of balls. And that was not misplayed. That was just a short kick. Parker did a good job of just getting out of the way. But Nelson had misplayed some. And, long story short, they decided to make a change there. Not sure why, what's going on. Don't know that it'll stick. Nelson's had a good game. He had an 88-yard kickoff return. It's not like he's had a bad game.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Brown in the backfield. Caleb Bass and Dalton Bailey here to the near side. Knowles and Hilbert to the top side. He wants to throw. He's got Hilbert coming across the middle. That pass will be complete for a 6-yard gain. Maybe 7.
Corcoran's pass complete to number 2, Hilbert.
Hilbert's 3rd catch of the afternoon. One of those guys that he gets in there and gets it done. Hilbert, the leading receiver for West Alabama, came in with 16 catches. 2nd down. It'll be handoff to Brown, and they get there in a hurry.
Yeah, they got in the backfield almost there. And I know that Jake Corcoran's going to be a little bit shy about keeping it and running with it. And if that was an option play of any kind, he probably should not have handed it off because they were on the running back pretty quick then.
A minute 42 in this 3rd quarter. West Alabama on top, 27-7. It'll be 3rd down. 5 to go from the Shorter 36-yard line. He puts a man in motion. That's Caleb Bass. Low snap. Looks to throw. He's got Hilbert. That'll be a 1st down for West Alabama. So 2 out of the last 3 passes he's been able to hook up with John Hilbert for West Alabama 1st down.
Nice read that time by Corcoran, who had been trying to go to the outside receivers on most 3rd downs. Well, that time he came back to the slot receiver, and he was wide open over the middle and made a nice read and a nice throw.
3 wide receiver set. Brown in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Brown on 1st down. He dances at the line. He's tripped up. He's across the 30. Oh, and a good tackle by number 12. That's going to be Justice Ezekonquo. And if he doesn't make that play, there's a lot of real estate that Brown could pick up some much desired yardage on offense.
Brown has already had a 57-yard run today. He could have had another pretty long one.
Brown's got a hold. He hits it. He'll get the 1st down for West Alabama. Antonio Brown's finding a little bit of a little stride right here as he's getting some good blocking up front, and he's got some great running room.
You said it, Will. It's that he's getting holes. And how refreshing for the run, the offensive line starting to take this game over.
First down and 10 from the shorter 22. West Alabama on top by 20. Brown's got some running room. He gets it out for about a 3-4 yard gain. So Shorter getting a heavy dose of Brown as we complete the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter. West Alabama on top right here, 27-7 on Slide 104.9.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
17 seconds remaining.
We got 1 quarter of play left. The final stanza as West Alabama's got a 27-7 lead on the Hawks of Shorter. As Jake Corcoran on the afternoon, he's been 11 of 25 for 80 yards, but Bry Webb 10 carries for $128. He's had a long of 80. He's averaging 12.8 per carry. And Antonio Brown, 7 attempts, 75 yards and a touchdown, and he's had a long of 57. So we've had runs today from our backs. Battle a 23-yard run, Brown a 57, and Bry Webb an 80. So big chunks for the run game for West Alabama. A total of 217 yards on 33 carries.
Shorter is 0-10 versus West Alabama coming into this game, and one thing that we sort of hadn't mentioned, the Tigers put up a good number of points there in that third quarter.
That's the first points they've scored in the third quarter all year as Brown gets the handoff on first down. He's gonna lose a yard on the play.
2 touchdowns in the third quarter. That's a way to sort of break that jinx.
I tell you.
Get on the board.
Tackle by number 8, Bordeaux.
Yeah, West Alabama, their quarter of choice that has been the favorite to score in was the second quarter. They'd scored 31 points in the second quarter coming into today, and none in the third. But West Alabama figuring it out in the third quarter this afternoon as Jake Corcoran's looking at a 3rd down and 7. He works from the shorter 19-yard line. He's got time to throw, and he wants to go into the end zone to Hilbert. Hilbert was the nearest man, but well beyond the coverage there.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's when you got it's a 20-point lead now, but the last thing you want to do is come out here and not have at least an opportunity for points. So they've set Dunkel up now with a opportunity for a 37-yard field goal, which is certainly well within his range.
11:15 remaining. Dunkel from the middle of the field. 32-yard attempt. Arsenault into hold. He'll be kicking towards the south end zone. Play clock down to 7. Snaps high. The hold's good. The kick's up. Not going to get through there. 30-7 your score. West Alabama leads it here. 14-10 remaining on Slide 104.9.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
14-10 remaining. Tigers lead at 30-7 as they play host to the Hawks of Shorter University. Shorter over in Rome, Georgia. 232 miles door to door. Google Maps says it's 3 hours and 40 minutes away as Dunkel gets ready to kick it off. Still no word on what happened. The situation with Trey Sullivan. Hope everything's okay in that regard. But Dunkel doing all of the kicking duties right now as he gets ready to kick it away. Dunkel puts the left foot in it. End over end. That's going to be fielded inside the 5, and it'll be brought out across the 10, the 15, the 20. Forced out of bounds at right about the 24-yard line. And if we get the answer to that question on how coaches decide that, I'm curious from a strategic standpoint. I mean, I know that there's always the opportunity for a big return, but those have been few and far between for both of these ball clubs, for the most part.
You evaluate in every decision. There's evaluate the amount of risk versus the amount of possible reward. And I guess the risk is just not that great of bringing it out. Even getting tackled at the 20 or the 19 or the 18 isn't that big of a risk. So maybe that's the deal, but I don't know. I'd take it at 25 every day.
Cook in. He pass complete. He'll gain 2 yards on the play. Flags come in here to the near side, and the helmet off. That's Trey Thomas, defensive back for Shorter's helmet was off.
Yeah, he got crossed up that time. I said crossed up. Kel Williams, he and Kel sort of doing a little extracurriculars in the back end of this play. And when one player's helmet comes off, that usually means the other one probably had a hand in his face mask when he did it.
After the play, personal face mask on the defense, number 2.
So, you heard it there.
15 yards from the dead ball spot, automatic first down. Number 1 of the defense may remain in the game due to the helmet foul.
Hey, number 1 of the offense, he meant to say. And he went off the field, but he's not coming back on the field. Number 1 for the offense. But, long story short, that's one of the things we talked about the Tigers needing to clean up. Fortunately, it's a 23-point game, and maybe it won't matter much.
Cook hands off to Durant, and he's got a hole. He's going to take it across midfield. Tackled at the 45-yard line. He gets it into West Alabama territory.
It may be too soon to say it won't matter much. When they start, they've now broken 2 consecutive plays of 15 yards.
First down, Shorter.
1 by penalty and 1 by run. They keep that up when it start to matter.
Shorter gets a first down. They're inside Tiger territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tiger 45. Cook remains in at quarterback for the Hawks. 3 wide receivers set. Nobody in the backfield. He wants to throw. That pass is going to be in and out of the hands of the tight end. That's number 87, Dadle.
You can never, when you look at Trayvon Stanford, you watch him play, you never have to guess how he's feeling or what's on his mind. He is demonstrative, as they say. And anyway, he was a little disappointed he didn't come over that interception, but I love the aggressiveness for sure.
2nd down and 10 for Cook. Hawks on the Tiger 45. Cook back to throw with time. He wants to go near side. He's trying to get his pass complete to Anderson. And that one's going to be caught, but out of bounds.
Yep.
3rd down and 10.
Trying to go back to Kel Williams that time, and Kel was having none of it. But the pass pushed the receiver just a little bit out of bounds, brings up 3rd down and 10. The Rabbits are going to come in and chase down this quarterback. Try to throw him off his rhythm. Harold Cook has not fared much better than Aeneas Dennis. He's, 3 for 9? Falling incomplete pass? 3 for 8.
3 for 8 is Cook. 3rd down and 10 from the West Alabama 45. Stingy defense here for the Tigers. They'd love to get a stop on 3rd down. Pressure for West Alabama. Pocket's going to collapse. That'll be a sack for the Tigers.
Michael Anderson is going to be the one that's going to get that sack. I apologize. I saw the 4, but it's 44. It was Bryant. Devontae Bryant is the one that's getting the sack. And that's what, the 3rd sack tonight for the Tigers?
Down in 18.
Yeah, that's the 3rd sack of the night. That's pretty good for the defense, especially coming on 3rd down, forcing these punts.
And the punt for the Hawks. The Nick Pope back to return for West Alabama.
Wow.
Is Parker, as that one will hit at the 11 and bounce straight up.
That's a great punt.
And great coverage, but man, I'm telling you, he hit it, stuck it, and the coverage team was able to get down there and down it, so West Alabama will start this drive 1st down and 10 from their own 11. We'll take a quick break here on Slide 104.9.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward 1st or 3rd base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services, from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
Well, 30-7, 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter for the Tigers. And it's fair to mention that all 3 of these home games, the Tigers have had 2 sets of cheerleaders. One that you see
Absolutely.
on the field, and the other one right down here.
I mean, we are front row for the basically what we have is the coaches' daughters and their friends, and they have put on a fantastic show each of these 3 games.
Yep.
And they have signs this week. Very proud of them.
Yep.
I'll have to talk with our cheer coach, Donald Smith, to let him know that he's got some recruits in the making here.
I mean, that's low-hanging fruit there, Will. Out here in your backyard.
On 1st down, West Alabama will run. And nothing doing as the Tigers may lose a yard on the play.
That is battle. You know, the runs that have been successful, the running backs have gone toward the hole and then bounced it outside. And that's where they found the running room. You sort of have to set up your blockers by starting inside, but then you've got to bounce it back out. And Battles just hadn't been able to do that as effectively as Webb and Young has.
Knowles and Bailey here to the near side as West Alabama goes left to right. Battle will be the lone back. Corcoran in the gun, 2nd down and 11. Hand off to Battle. He hits the hole, bounces out to the side. He's across the 15, tripped up at the 18. As if he could have gotten away from one more tackler, I think he's got another 10 or 15 yards under his belt, but positive yards there.
Well, he broke the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and when he did, he was able to bounce it outside. That's what I'm talking about. For some reason, his first couple of steps toward the line of scrimmage, but if you just bounce it out from there, that's where the running room has been for Webb and for Brown. And Battle will find that same running room.
Knowles and Hilbert here to the near side. Pressure. And he threw that one into the red basket. That's intercepted by number 3 as Corcoran got pressure and threw it directly into the arms of DeAndre Moss. And Moss brings it all the way down inside the 20. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 14-yard line. So,
well, in fairness, the Tigers had a receiver in the area, and the receiver broke out, and Corcoran threw it as though he was expecting to break in. And the only person there was a shorter defender. It'll look a lot worse than it actually was, but it's hard to know whether Corcoran made a bad decision there or the receiver made a bad decision. Certainly a bad decision was made, but don't know about who.
Cook fakes the handoff, finds his tight end. That'll be a complete pass. He'll get it down near the first down marker.
Cook's pass complete to number 84.
Looks like number 84, Kyle Morlock, as they're making good on the turnover. First and goal inside the 5. It looks like they'll be on the 4-yard line. Cook with Durant in the backfield. He'll get in there, he'll dive, and he'll cross the plane. That'll be a shorter touchdown.
4-yard carry.
So they turn the turnover into points.
Touchdown. Shorter.
30-13 your score. West Alabama on top.
Well, that's going to put a premium on the Tigers' 4-minute offense. What I mean by that is, will the Tigers be able to effectively run the ball and move the chains? Because I don't think you'll see the Tigers try to put it in the air unless they're just forced to in this next drive or so.
Pope puts a foot in it. That one will get through. 30-14 your score. West Alabama on top. 9:56 remaining here in the contest. We'll take a quick break here on Sly 104.9.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
9:56 remaining. 30-14 your score. West Alabama on top. The Hawks were able to get in. 2 plays, 14 yards. It took them 18 seconds after the interception. Durant was able to get in. And West Alabama holds the lead. But almost 10 minutes to play here as West Alabama defense this afternoon has been pretty sharp, and then here in this second half, the offense has come out with a fury. A couple of big runs by Webb and Brown. Webb on the afternoon, 10 carries for $128. End over end kick. That'll be fielded at the 5. We decide to return it out to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got a hold. He crosses across the 25, the 30, and leaps.
Oh, my goodness.
And flags abound.
Is it another, well, no, West Alabama's getting up clapping. If this goes against Shorter, it will be the first time this season that a one-on-one sort of lockup.
That's a personal foul. The kicking team, number 35.
Wow.
15 yards added to the end of the...
It's the first time this season that has gone forward West Alabama. Every single other time. Am I wrong about that? At least it has seemed like the Tigers are the ones that get penalized in those situations. That time, Shorter got penalized for a poor decision by a player who kind of lost his cool and just decided to fight our guy. And as a result, personal foul penalty. It's a 15 extra yards at the end of the run.
So West Alabama, the beneficiary, it'll be first down and 10. They'll work from their own 46-yard line.
I like the field position. You're still going to have to run the ball and chew up some yards here.
Handoff up the middle to Battle. He's got room. He's crossed the 40. He's wrestled around and continues to keep his feet moving as he takes it all the way down to about the 34-yard line. So good blocking up front, and he was able to balance it out. And big gain for a West Alabama first down.
I mean, I'm hoping for 4 yards on first down. I mean, he's looking at me going, Rob, how about 20?
How about 20?
20 good?
We'll knock out 20. First down and 10. It'll be battle again. He'll pick up a yard, maybe a yard and a half there on first down. Clock running here at 9:25 mark.
The Tigers are going fast here. You know, holding on to a 16-point lead. Oh, I just think not go fast, so fast. You know, the clock can run out and help us here. And again, if we score another point here, it might put it out of reach.
Corcoran hands off to Battle. Battle will be met in the backfield, and he's going to lose a yard on the play as he was trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but the Hawks there sniffed that one out.
Now, the question I have is, I don't know. This is game number 5, and so far I have not seen us run a draw. May not even have a draw in our playbook. But if we had one, I would find out right now. Because I don't expect us to put the ball in the air here. We're in Dunkel's field goal range. We are going north to south with the wind.
It's 3rd down and 9. Corcoran, he moves Battle to his left. Snap. Pressure. He's looking to get Knowles one-on-one. Here close to the near side. He was being covered by Lynch. Maybe a little hand fighting there, but nothing egregious.
Well, Corcoran puts a little air under that ball and gives Knowles a chance.
From the 32-yard
Knowles one-on-one. We mentioned last week. Knowles one-on-one means he's open. But he's got to have, you know, the ball's just underthrown a little bit. Big kick by Dunker coming up here. 49-yard attempt. 49.5-yard attempt. And they get Trayvon Stanford out there.
From the middle of the field, 49-yard attempt. Arsenault in to hold. A good snap, a good hold. Might have been tipped at the line, and that one's not got enough juice. As that one will fall no good. West Alabama will turn it over on downs. They still lead at 30-14. We'll take a quick break here on Slide 104.9.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demopolis, Alabama.
.8:11 remaining. West Alabama's defense going to work. Cook wants to throw. That one's batted at the line. Once again, West Alabama's defense getting a hand on it. I think that may be that's got to be the third or fourth ball that's been deflected there at the line, which is a good place to be if you're the West Alabama defense.
Tigers have over 228 yards in this half. Isn't that nice?
I like it. Cook wants to throw. He got a man here on the near side. That's Durant. Came out of the backfield. He'll pick up about 4 yards on the play, maybe 3.5. But Durant, positive yardage.
Jaden Tuck able to run him out of bounds. Can't be disappointed with that. 3rd down and long.
Third down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Cook in the gun. A lot of pressure by West Alabama. Pocket collapses. They're going to get to him. Leading the charge is going to be Devontae Bryant. And he'll get an error for another sack for West Alabama, and a great job on defense for the Tiger front.
Devontae Bryant has been very active today, for sure, on that West Alabama defense. That's his 2nd sack that I know of. It seems like he's had a bunch more tackles as well, and a couple of hurries and tip balls. And And, I mean, he's having himself a day. And that was a big, big play right there for the Tigers' fourth sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, Bryant, 4 total tackles, 3 for a loss. He's broken up a couple passes, as you mentioned, and just playing outstanding. Back for West Alabama is going to be Parker. Wobbly spiral. He fights the sun and is wrestled to the ground. I think everybody thinks that he got his face mask, but I think he got him right there by the collar there on the shoulder pad.
Really? It sure looked like he grabbed him by his head. You must be right. 2 officials saw it. Neither one of them threw the flag. I
didn't see his head turn. Yeah, his body turned, but everybody over here on the sidelines takes a gasp. He sold out to make the play. If he makes the play, that's great. If he misses, it's a big return.
Brett Gilliland is asking for an explanation from the back judge, and he gets one. So back judge did not see him. Believe you me, if he grabbed his face mask, they'd have called it. Let's see up some clock, guys.
That's Arsenault. Arsenault in at quarterback. It'll be a design keeper. And Arsenault takes it across the 50, all the way down to the shorter 36-yard line. So someone we haven't seen, Spencer Arsenault, the redshirt freshman from Mobile.
Now a safety for Shorter is down at the 11-yard line, way away from the play. I wonder if one of our wide receivers blocked him that far. I don't know what the heck's going on back there. He's going to be back up on his feet and walk off on his own power. But Spencer Arsenault came in and ran basically the play that I asked for the play before.
That's right.
He ran a quarterback draw, and buddy, was that beautiful. It was, what, 20 yards? How far did that play go? 22 yards.
22-yard rush by Spencer Arsenault.
I don't think Arsenault is going to be called on to throw the ball here. We'll see how he opens up this running game for the Tigers.
He's going to have Bry Webb in the backfield. It'll be a 3-wide receiver set. 6:35 remaining. West Alabama on top, 30-14. It'll be a handoff to Webb. He'll go left side. He'll take across the 35, the 30. He's got a little bit of blocking help as he takes it down to the 25-yard line. So a first down run on first down for Bry Webb. And checking back into the game will be Jake Corcoran.
That's 2 plays and 33 yards. They're going to take Arsenault out. Arsenault from McGill-Tulane in Mobile. Spent a year with Scott Frost in Nebraska. Got the heck out of there. Glad to see him here.
Good-looking athlete is Arsenault. Corcoran will bring him to the line. It'll be 1st and 10. The Hawks' 25-yard line. Silas Thompson here to the near side. Webb dances at the line. Positive yards. He'll gain 4 on the play. Patience right there was the virtue as he was just waiting for some running room and got a little bit of room. He hit the hole and picks up 4 yards.
Yeah, nice run for first down. More importantly, that clock gets inside of 5.5 minutes to go. 16-point lead.
Second down and
Tigers
6.
driving, trying to, and 3 more points here would certainly seal it for the Tigers.
Gilbert and Thompson here to the near side. That's Dalton Bailey to the top side of the field. West Alabama going left to right as they head toward the south end zone. Play clock down to 7. Corcoran hands off to Webb. Webb's got a little room here on the near side. Spin move. He stood up at the 18.
Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down by maybe the length of the football at the 16-yard line. This is where we'll test out our 3rd and 1 blocking. Give our offensive line has made some holes this half. They have really played better the second half.
They have definitely created some space, and we've had the likes of Webb and Brown make good on that battle as well. 283 yards on the ground for West Alabama, an area that they have had some issues with, but they've seen nice second half. As Webb will get the handoff. He's going to take it here to the near side. He'll get enough for the first down and then some.
First down.
Clock sitting at 4:08. 30-14 your score. West Alabama on top.
Tigers getting close to that taste of victory category here. Jason Gardner reminded me with the Jacks first down. Any points here, I believe the Tigers are going to be tasting victory today.
3:45 remaining. First down, Webb runs. He's got a hole. He's going to get in the end zone. West Alabama. Touchdown.
Bry Webb's second touchdown of the day, Will. He has put on a show. He's now he's at 164 yards, rushing on 15 carries, 11-yard average with a long of 80.
I like it.
A couple of guys are going to be in the running for Gulf South Conference Player of the Week.
6 plays, 58 yards. Took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock as West Alabama was able to get in there on a rushing touchdown from 12 yards out by Bry Webb. Gabe Dunkel in to attempt the PAT. Spencer Arsenault in to hold. Good snap, good hold. Got a flag on the play.
Yeah, the Tigers were not set there before they called for the snap. So they'll have to
the snap. Ball stop. Offense. We're set. We're not set. Play front.
Let's see what we got to do about getting another official mic.
They may just decline the penalty since Dunkel missed it. I don't know if that's a possibility.
No, it's a dead ball foul. They can decline it, I think, but it's a dead ball foul. You're going to either take the penalty or not. Either way, he's going to kick again.
I'm sure Dunkel is appreciative of that. He pulled it a little bit.
He knew it wasn't going to matter.
Good snap, good hold. That one's going to get through there. West Alabama attacks on another one. 37-14 your score. 3:39 remaining. We're going to take a media timeout here on Slide 104.9.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice-cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king-cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
3:39 remaining in the contest. West Alabama on top 37-14 as they lead the Hawks here of Shorter University. Making his way to the sidelines, Mr. Rob Pearson. So
here
he is there. He's fast, folks. I can't hardly get out of the press box in the amount of time that he can make it all the way to the sideline.
You got to cut the crowd like hot butter, hot knife through butter.
He's got it. He's got it figured out. We're gonna make that call one day as As Rob weaves in and out there. 3:39 remaining. Gabe Dunkel, he'll put the left foot in it. End over end kick. That'll be fielded at the goal line, and once again they bring it out. He'll cross the 10, the 15, the 20. He'll get it out to the 25. He's tripped up. He'll make a little dive, and he'll bring it all the way out to the 31-yard line. So a good return for the return man. That is Bruce Guyton. Excuse me, Devin Brown. Two zeros there. Brown brings it out to the 31. Leading him back out onto the field will be Spencer Arsenault. We mentioned the redshirt freshman, 6'1", 180 pounds. McGill Tulane product.
32.
Cook for shorter. He's got a little time now. The pocket's going to collapse. They're going to force him out. He'll just throw it away. And heck, he almost made a play as Cook intended for Dickerson. That's John Dickerson, the sophomore in Savannah, Georgia.
Cook is he's when he first gets the ball, he's looking downfield, but it's not long after that he quits looking downfield, starts watching the rush coming after him. He's been put on his backside enough here today. I don't want it to happen again.
Checking in will be D. Mays. Cook throws to a man out of the backfield. That's Durant. Durant will cross the 30, bring it out to the 34-yard line. He'll gain 2 yards on the play. 3:13 remaining. 37-14 your score. Checking in for West Alabama will be Devontae Bryant, Trayvon Carter.
For the Rabbits.
Get these guys in here on third down. Third down and 7. Ball on the Hawks' 35-yard line. Cook looks to throw. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. In and out of the hands. That's number 52, Darius Elias. Not often that the big guys up front are going to get a chance to reel one in. It was batted down at the line of scrimmage, and Elias had it go in and out of his hands.
I think Devontae Bryant again batted the ball down. Now, Devontae Bryant has been a handful. They literally had a handful of him then to prevent him from getting to the quarterback, but I do think he was able to get a hand on that football.
He's had one heck of a game, has Bryant. And back to return for West Alabama
Greg
will
Gilliland's
be Parker.
Going to take a timeout here. Will.
Timeout, West Alabama. Their first charge timeout of the second half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
I'm missing a player. At 10 out there.
Coach G wants a timeout. We'll take it with him here on Sly 104.9.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart. Taking the time to listen and care.
2:40 remaining. 37-14 your score. West Alabama on top. As back deep for West Alabama will be Parker. He stands at his own 30. Wobbly spiral. Wants to return it. He brings it across the 35. He'll be tackled. Makes it all the way out to the 39-yard line. Does Parker. To Darius Parker, the freshman out of Mumford, Alabama, Pleasant Grove High School product. 2.5 minutes remaining. West Alabama looking to pick up a win here at home. Arsenault brings them out. Silas Thompson here to the near side, as well as Darius Nelson. It's like Dalton Bailey to the top side. First down and 10. Tigers work from their own 40. Handoff will pick up 3 yards on the play. Checking in for West Alabama will be number 80,
Antonio Brown with the carry.
Quavarius Pickens.
Tackle by number 8,
Sumter Central product.
Second down and 6.
Had a catch in the Miles game, if memory serves.
Did. You're exactly right. Tigers trying to salt this game away. This is a lot of fun.
2 minutes. Second down and 6 for West Alabama. Arsenault in at quarterback. He'll fake the handoff and he'll keep it. He'll come near side. He'll get to midfield. Takes on a tackler and he gets it inside shorter territory. He'll be forced out at the 46-yard line. First down carry there for Arsenault.
He's definitely got a threat with his feet. Tall? How tall is they listed with?
They've got it listed at 6'1", 180.
It's taller than that.
I'm up here, and I would have picked taller than that as well.
Maybe he's wearing tall cleats like Gene Simmons. I don't know.
He could be. You got the stacks on. I don't know how that works for football, but it could be. First down and 10. Arsenault's going to keep it. He's going to go near side. He trips over the 40, dives. He makes it all the way down just shy of the 30. So it'll be at about the 31-yard line. Another first down.
Arsenault's not interested in salting this game away. He wants to score. He has 0 time.
It's like, I'm feeling it, guys.
Yeah, he is not worried about your let's get out of here mode.
55 seconds remain. It'll be first down and 10. West Alabama from the Hawks 32. They lead at 37-14. In the backfield will be Antonio Brown. Silas Thompson will be the receiver here to the near side. Brown gets the football, dances around at the line. He takes it across the 30, down to the 25.
Antonio Brown with the carry.
I'm going to have to look up. I think McGill-Tulane, didn't they win a state championship when Arsenault's there? So I think that's going to be the last play of the game. He may have led McGill-Tulane to a state championship over there.
Definitely.
I'll have to look that up.
Definitely a good-looking athlete. As West Alabama, that ought to do it.
That's a good win for the Tigers. They needed it.
West Alabama 37. The Hawks have shorted 14 as the final ticks of the clock make their way down to 0. Coach Brett Gilliland leading the team to midfield to shake the hands of the opposing coach, Zach Morrison, and the guys exchanging some sportsmanship handshakes as they take that across midfield. We'll keep an eye on Coach G.
I've got an eye on him. And they're shaking hands with short players all the way to their bench. He's got to be pleased, though, with the way they played. And, I really think they played the same kind of. They had the same intensity last week. It's just a different opponent. West Georgia's a good quality opponent, and not to disrespect Shorter, but they're not West Georgia. But West Alabama came out and took care of business in the second half. I think the coaching staff has got to be really pleased, especially with how that second half went. It was able to take control of the game in the third quarter and not let the foot off the gas. They just kept the intensity going the whole game.
Now, you're absolutely right in that regard, and I think this is definitely something that they can feel good about. As I've still got a beat on Coach G. He's on the...
Yeah, he saw me and said he'd be there in a minute, so he had something he wanted to do before he caught up with me, so that's okay. We got time.
It looks like the football team is going to join the band and the cheerleaders. They'll right down here in front of the home crowd.
Well, we're going to miss them the next couple of weeks for sure.
Yeah, we got to make a long trip down to Valdosta next week, and then the following week we'll go to Cleveland, Mississippi, where we'll take on Delta State for the first time of 2 matchups this year.
We get to go road, sweet road.
That's right.
We're undefeated in 2 years.
We'll have the thing about Valdosta is just not a real good way to get there. And if we had we could go two ways with this thing. We could get like one of those Winnebago kind of things and travel like that. Or, if somebody just decides that they want to, like, fly us places, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I agree.
So
100%.
Just reach out to me via email. Just let us know that your schedule, and we'll work out the details. But West Alabama, the happy final this afternoon, 37-14 over the Hawks of Shorter on an afternoon where West Alabama, after getting a slow start, 418 total yards of offense, 80 yards in the air, 338 on the ground. And after, two games where West Alabama didn't break the century mark on the ground, they found it and then some this afternoon as they were able to roll up 338.
Here it comes. Coach G, I know you're pleased. You've got to be especially pleased by the way y'all took control of the second half.
Yeah, we had a really good third quarter finally. It's fun. We get to sing. I mean, when we win at home, we get to sing. So that's always fun. So we couldn't do away with that. But I'm proud of the third quarter we had. I mean, in all three phases, we had a bunch of guys go up and down, injury-wise, and we had to get some new guys in there, and they stepped up. So we're good.
Well, some explosive plays. Brian Webb and then Brown hit those explosive plays really helped.
That's right. I mean, when we get them to the crease, they can go. We got three good backs, and it was really refreshing to see that get going.
And you got a big week coming up with Valdosta on the road.
No doubt. They're all big, and this is good to get some confidence under us. So, that's exactly what we needed this week.
Congratulations, Coach. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Go Tigers.
Brett Gilliland.
As Coach,
happy as we expected.
Absolutely. That's Coach Brett Gilliland. And what we'll do is we'll take a short break. We'll gather up the stats. We'll wrap it up. We'll preview next week. Quick break here on Sly 104.9.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
The happy final, West Alabama 37, the Hawks of Shorter 14, and the quote of the day, when you win at home, you get to sing. And I don't know that I've heard him say it before, but I think I'm going to remind him of that. It's like, hey, it's time to sing as the guys tuned it up, and West Alabama gains 418 total yards, 418 total, 80 in the air, 338 on the ground. Penalties this week, 5 penalties for 47 yards, 20 first downs for the Tigers. West Alabama was 7 of 19 on third down, 0 of 2 on fourth down. 77 total plays from scrimmage, and they averaged 5.4 per play. And West Alabama, I mean, they did a lot of things really well. Red zones, 4 for 4. And the time of possession was almost even, Steven. 29:52 for Shorter, 30:08 for West Alabama. So, on an afternoon where, things kind of got off to a slow start, they turned it on there in the second half and never looked back, Rob.
I was really just thrilled with how the team competed today. It's not like everything went right. And it's far from it, actually. 80 yards passing on 11 for 28. Typically, is it going to win you many ball games? But the Tigers were able to adjust and adapt and find a way to win. And not just win, but win the way they won. I mean, 37-14 is taking control of an opponent. They did it at the line of scrimmage. I'm really pleased with how the offensive line played, especially in that second half. They knew that if the offense was going to score, it was going to be up to them. And it really was. I mean, they put the game in offensive line's hands, and then you got you got three guys, as Coach G said, you got three guys that they have a lot of confidence in. And, the two of them made really explosive plays. And then, who are those? You got Webb finished with 164. Antonio Brown had 84. Both Antonio Brown and Demetrius Battle had 84 yards of rushing. That's a three-headed monster. That's what you like to see.
I mean, and then to kind of cap it off, Arsenault comes in and on 3 carries gains 46 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, he had an opportunity to get in and play. Hey, this is what we're doing.
The Tigers have another weapon that we didn't know about until Game 5, and that's Arsenault, because clearly the playbook may be a little different with him in the game. We haven't seen him throw the ball at all, but we know this: he can run the option.
Absolutely,
and run it effectively.
John Hilbert adds 4 catches for 23 yards. Knowles with 3 catches, and then Bass, Battle, Bailey, and Harper each with a catch of their own. Defensively speaking, I mean, it seemed like Devontae Bryant was a guy that was just a man on a mission today. I'm bringing up the defense, and let's see what they've got him. What they've got him with. They've got him for 4 tackles, a sack and a half, 2.5 tackles for a loss, breakup of 3 passes, and a quarterback hurry. And there's more to that than you can just see on the stat sheet, for what he's able to do on this defense. Michael Anderson does what Michael Anderson does and makes tackles and makes big plays. And he had 6 total tackles, 5 of the solo variety. Stanford had 6 tackles. Kel Williams and Shamar Lewis added 5 each. And Jamal Ellis, he was in there for a sack and a couple of quarterback hurries as well. But, it's a good team win today. Mm-hmm. I think it started with the defense doing what they needed to do to give the offense the opportunity to start clicking and make some things happen.
Again, we've said it over and over again. The defense has pretty much played winning football now for 5 straight weeks, and it's just a matter of getting the offense clicking in a rhythm. Tucker Milton didn't go today; he wasn't even dressed, so you knew you had to do it different ways, and they found a way to do it, and the whole team rallied around that concept. Look, so we're not going to be able to just let Tucker Milton throw our way out of it. It was going to have to be up to somebody else or a group of us, and maybe this game can teach them that it does take all 11. And Brett Gilliland said it, I don't know, about several dozen times in the last 2 or 3 games. We need 11 people all doing their job, and maybe it took Tucker Milton not dressing today to make everybody else realize I've got to step my game up to make the difference and sort of push us over the top. So, maybe the wins came a little too easy in the first 2 wins, and then the last 2 losses kind of knocked you back down to earth, and then all of a sudden you've got to win a conference game without your starting quarterback. Well, sometimes that can springboard you for the rest of the year.
Well, I think the guys answered the challenge. Obviously, they were able to put together a game plan and execute that to come out with a win. Next week, we'll be on the road at Valdosta State. Kickoff will be 6 Central. We'll go on the air at about 5:30. And for those of you that can't make the trip next week, we'd love for you to tune in on Sly 104.9. Yeah, everybody, let's go. Yeah. But we'll be there. We'll be bringing it to you. I really appreciate the hard work that goes into making this happen. Wayne Grant back in the studio, and all the folks behind the scenes with Brian Courts and the sports information folks here. They are always first class, and we appreciate that. But we'll see you next week.